给钱。
在干嘛？
你开车，我给你指路。
你知道这是警察的车，
我们只是借用一下而已。
还是你开吧。
这是女孩开的车。
他这有分男女的吗？这不是开玩笑的时候。
我没开玩笑，我不开车。
不开车？什么意思？
意思是我不会开车。
不是专业的吗？怎么不会开车？
专业的不是专业开车的。
我靠！
来。
Diamond TV, your satisfaction is our pleasure.
Nosia abo apaho sima du nwotwe ene eye kuada obubuo bosomne da etoso dumiensa mema ahwefo nyina ache ema obi biara akwaba edeba diamond anopa no osia kasebo yi osamufo aso ne so krogen fiti etifi epoye atoye ne anafo ani abo ne bede ebesane eguoku ha ede asomo se diamond anopa no osia kasebo na kasebo yi nya obetinu bia edimu akutinu ebi ene se Ghana mampani na nado dankwa akufu ado ache na ho fama efa afi abatu ayekọ akoto no perperia odebeye adwuma ewom wansan fufuro mu nso no medewo eto aso ewo kasebo na emu a kokọ boa yatomu ama no akosoro ama enei akwaduru 3,100 Ghana cedis wansan fufuro mu no na medewo eto aso ewo kasebo na mu nso a efa Supreme Court case won sensem no enei Speaker declaration oye mashebedwam no Supreme Court say enimremu ensem bi ne afufuro bi ekawe hu ena no pay ya bɔ ne bede ede ebesomo ewo diamond kasebo esom na okoto se eye abrewa nchiria na apata bubɔ ne dia na eye obi adaruma ena no pay omubɔ machidom pa eye Diamond Grand Real Estate Diamond Grand Travel and Tour Ben Light Enterprise kan kwa light dwumadie ena wodi kasebo yi mi amide ho chia me no midia ene maame yabua mensa me twa me ho sima me ba yebeda kasebo no mu asuko kasebo no enchiremu eni mampani na nado dankwa akufu ado achimkwana na onum asuo bremu Ghana PSA ba kope ado gagai ene wode eye na ho fama akwakopie mu ewo National Best Farmers Awards dwumadie no ase ehonum ena mampani echese afempimienu ne aduonu nan abato openim abosom ne da etoso nso abato a yakwa akoto no eya de a na ho fama ewo abato no eso pa eye obehwe se pepe yo ebe ye adwuma ewo abato nim bibia beda ho pefe amade a wo se de tuye ne de betuye se de be ya abato no ebe koboko na oman Ghana ya sumdwa ye kura eni ahobambo mu nsem no etimi agina pintin.
General elections. Let me make again one thing absolutely clear. I am unwavering in my commitment to free, fair, and transparent elections. Ghana's democracy is a treasure we have all fought to build, and it is a legacy that must be protected. The sovereign will of the Ghanaian people will be upheld, and any attempts to disrupt the peace or undermine the democratic process will be met with the full weight of the law. Let there be no doubt, our democracy will remain strong and the people's choice will prevail, not that of any desperate, ambitious politician or party. As I near the end of my time in office, I want to take a moment to express my deep gratitude to you, the people of Ghana, for giving me the opportunity to serve as your president for 2 consecutive terms. This journey has been both challenging and rewarding, and I'm immensely proud of all we have accomplished together in agriculture, in governance, and in the lives we have touched.
Samede wo atu aso a wo amemwo na emunso no Ghana man pani na adodankwa ekufu ado ene wode nkaibọ kese abetu edwa efa kokoo bu a watum no ehom na ochiremu a kane no na kokoo bu 3000 Ghana cedis na enei 100 bi abeka ho ama edo 3100 per 64 kilogram bag ene na kokoo bottle back bia no sisia no ebi ababeka ho na ochiremu a producer price review committee omo offer anagidia mampani enya wo omo from the bar nanim no ena ma no so hu se ampa kokoo akuafo ebrepa enu ti omo safata se yeto omo ebo a omo ton kokoo no emu.
On the advice of the Producer Price Review Committee, I announced an increase of the producer price of cocoa from 48,000 cedis to 49,600 per ton. Or from 3,000 cedis per bag to 3,100 cedis per bag. This is a result of my instructions to the minister to ensure that as the market changes, there are periodic reviews to restore farmer incomes. Furthermore, Cocoa Board and its scholarships, as we know it, was a source of relief for many parents in paying their awards fees. With the implementation of the free SHS policy, the objective has become moot. Today, I've directed Cocoa Board to provide scholarships to every cocoa farmer's child at the tertiary level.
Binsi da say month here we November month here yen close kuku ana yen bie kuku ye betu kuku mu na bre so nkwa na yitime ho ade fefefe a etisi megina menuanom akuafo nyina anam na madana ase ye dana ase na ebi mra bium.
Seme de wo eto aso wakase bona emuno eye sensem bia ekoso emra sebedwam ne Supreme Court no sensem no ene Supreme Court eno ada one etna eye Speaker of Parliament Yera Alban Sumana Bagbin sensem so ene Yera Fanyomakin ediko piemu e Supreme Court no na ejenya ababa abedru enrada ene Supreme Court edbetu dwama yeti asese the Speaker of Parliament edina so ede declare vacant seat no enipa 4 no enimremu na enikwase enke ebasa na ensem no entremu nyina ekowie se wo ye Supreme Court wo enipa 7 ene tena asem no so emu enum a eye 5 ene ka say unconstitutional ena emu mienu die omo anti eye asem na enum no ekaye no achi ye ena ne krakra abawie ene se nyakopo ye adoma ene ukuwa dai ena omo de die ntia eni emrem ana enye unconstitutional no ebeba ababetu edwa na timamufo nyina ehu ne ntia omo kasa
by court in a majority decision of 5-2, Lovelace Johnson JSC and Amadou Tanko JSC dissenting on the issue of jurisdiction, the plaintiff's action succeeds. The full reasons and orders of the court shall be filed with the registrar by close of day tomorrow, 13th November 2024. This is the judgment of the court.
Most grateful.
Well, I think the court has spoken in very clear and emphatic terms, and of course, it must be the only thing anybody has to do is to respect the constitution. That's the mark of a civilized democratic order. It leaves no room for any argument whatsoever, and the majority decision, very big majority, clear majority, 5-2. It's not as if it was a narrow majority, 3-4 or 4-3, that anyone can say, well, there's some room for kind of review or anything at all. But the point I'm making is that whenever the court speaks, it's such a clear and emphatic order. Even if it's a very narrow majority, that's the decision of the court, and that decision must be respected. And I'm saying that it will result in a degeneration of our society and a destruction of our democratic order for anybody at all to refuse to comply with orders of the Supreme Court. And I think that's non-negotiable. It's something that we must all respect. I've heard some statements by certain political actors to the effect that the case ought to be withdrawn and that there ought to be negotiation and all that. I'm quite surprised because indeed, firstly, I did not hear such expression of a willingness to negotiate and all, or maybe such instruction to the speaker or direct suggestion to the speaker for negotiation and all, when the speaker started embarking on this act. And I think that for me it's very important that the Supreme Court ruled upon this matter, because it is something that had been occurring in this country. A tendency for it to occur really was there. A tendency for it to occur again was there. It's necessary, or it was necessary, that the Supreme Court came to this clear conclusion and determination of the matter. The meaning of Article 97, Clause 1, paragraphs G and H. And I think we must all respect it.
What do you expect to happen in Parliament? Parliament is currently on break. What do you expect to happen with the Speaker of Parliament in particular also?
I think the Speaker of Parliament himself, to start with, indicated in his address to the press last week that the case raised very serious legal issues. Those were serious legal issues and matters bordering on governance in the country. And first, so I must express my shock, utter shock, at this refusal to even file a process. If indeed the Speaker of Parliament himself recognized that the matter raised serious legal issues, as he said to the media last week, where else would you address legal issues but in the court of law? Where else would you have such a definitive pronouncement on the so-called serious legal issue that the Speaker himself recognized in his press statement, done by the Supreme Court of Ghana? So as far as the Speaker of Parliament indeed, is law abiding. I've known for a very long time to comply with the decision of the Supreme Court. As I said, it is non-negotiable in every civilized society. When an order of the court is given, no matter how highly placed or lowly placed the court is, even if it's a magistrate's court, you have to obey until it is set aside.
Speaking of knowing him, he.
What does it relate to this? The American Constitution itself, very thin, as you all know. Yet, the Supreme Court, that Constitution has survived over 200 years. I think that, of course, there are certain provisions in the Constitution that I think that ought to be amended, and I've expressed my views on it to the media. Article 78, Clause 1, which enjoins the President to appoint majority of his ministers from Parliament, ought to be amended. There ought to be that flexibility. I think that certain institutions, for example, the Electoral Commission, NCC, and what have you, the appointment of their heads has to be with the prior approval of Parliament. But another thing that it calls for a complete overhaul of the Constitution, and indeed, this Constitution is very strong, and it is one Constitution which even goes as far as prescribing consequences of a failure to carry out the Supreme Court order. So the Supreme Court order, the consequences are set out clearly in Article 2, Clauses 3, 4, and 5 of the Constitution, that any person to whom an order of the Supreme Court is directed shall duly carry out same. And a failure to carry out such an order, of course, has the consequences of a criminal punishment. In the case of the president, will even result in the president and vice president will result in removal from office.
And finally, do you expect the Speaker of Parliament to recall Parliament on his own volition after this ruling, given that the court has spoken in such a wide manner?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as I said, it's an emphatic determination by the court on the matter, and the Speaker of Parliament has no option but to comply. I mean, I think that we must stop giving with one hand and taking with the other. As I said, it really amounts to double standards and an exercise in contradiction for the Speaker of Parliament in his address to the media say that the case raises such serious legal issues and matters body on governance and all that, and then refuse to take back. So this country refuse to take part in the proceedings. I think in this country we must recognize some people for who they are and what they do. This hypocrisy and double standards must cease. The Supreme Court is the final arbiter on all matters in the country, including an interpretation of the Constitution. Indeed, it's the only court solely seeks registration to pronounce on the meaning of relevant provisions of the Constitution. And the Constitution means what the Supreme Court says it means, and nothing more. It is the same in America, and as I said, America, United Kingdom, and all advanced democracies, that is the order that they respect. There is no way a Supreme Court would give a decision in America or United Kingdom, and then the Prime Minister, apart from expressing his disagreement with the decision, or the President of America, of course he has a freedom of expression to express his disagreement with the decision, but he has no option but to comply, and they usually comply, and that is it. And I did not raise any issue with that but to appeal. I did not say I'm not going to respect the decision of the court. I respect the decision of the court.
Samido ewie dia ene na kasebona emunsono mampani abedi chira oya franka tuni de ma osukokoko amanyokuo no Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ene wade adesade etutimamofo nyina enim se afi abato ayakwa akotuni enhwe se basabasa yo biara Emma adofo ne adofo entem Emma nkofo ejapade ancestor Emma obi empira Emma ne kopiemu ewa yaresabe anase obiara eho ento chima na yehwese asumdwe oman Ghana yekura abribia yede to ababoko no yehwese ebekura mu yede ato ababoko wo afi na timi aboaye ama 2025 obiara etimi ewremu ebi eno tino ukogina wana wo to aba man nia wa sha obeboa wo no aboa oman no na de nkoso abrayin.
Maya asumdwe wo ho ube county 5 Ghana ka ho enti yeda nyame ase de ntia Ghana asumdwe Ghana no say Christopher ene kramofo ya asitinemu yewo nkabom yentem Christopher ene kramofo sere yetina no the Tokubia ni yentem, the Bia Ekoso, Jojo. Nyame adom ena ene ubehun se kramofo imams omoti asoridan mu. Unhunu ke baby ada. Unhunu wa Africa ha baby a. Mi pieye se mi betu franka ama MPP. Na nipa bebre njindi se MPP omubeto abama me. Enti ye nipa 10 ena ye ko saa kansie no. Na ohwa me ena MPP dudu ono kramfo Christopher na edos sin obia ewo MPP omunyina kabomo na omoto ema Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Ohaoba mi mini passport ena mape baby afa maka aduase ana yeduase sa pepepe na wa otia yija kote oso obeka ho na mom ade ne ya wode ana obi se oba abeje dia memeye hu na de ehu ni se omem asumdue ehine na krobe so uko Sudan ya unhia Kristo ni se oni kramoni kasa nenne nyankopon ye adom ni enya kramoni se oba bedi eso a Kristofo pe kramofo asem nkramofo pe a Kristofo asem adenti na momompe mo amompe no ene monkope ba bi ntra de e kan nyina ne se Dr. Bawumia we de mi gina nananum anam ni asade another doctor amount if you say wo de digital aba it is say if na kramofo ne Dr. Digital Bawumia.
Ewie aha ena ebebema kwan na the diamond anopa no sia kase bono enyina ebeba ewie ye Diamond Grand Real Estate omoton sase Diamond Grand Travel and Tour omoboa edi nipa etu kwan afe ben Light Enterprise kan kwan ho light mudumede ena odi owa aboso kan City Light Junction ehwa ena obehu ben Light Enterprise me sorry studio na Diamond Morning Show no ye de ba abesumo anopai enuntino Tami kuchu na eneno eyensem bebre nia etwagu ye mai mu nia mafofo so nyina no ebe mu Morning Show no obeti bi ko wan krata mu pensem so no bibia ejinjane na so fe kase boy akenkan fo amede ebe so mu no midia ene maame yabua mensa makamu.
Zadiaba ane Diamond TV Film Production yasaka ye hu bio munim say ye ka ye ho ana ye ma papa nko a ene ye de bebra be ma wani age ane sa wo kai ye movie a ye de bra mo a ye tu ni di dai anibre season 2 yasadia ba ahone na chade ene wono ane se de ye season 1 no sa ene ye season 2 na season 2 ni de ye abruso yani musoma twayache anunti abrena enie sister hey me say jayani brain one show season 2 na waya ohun asa ya ohun me pesa obaya ohun ti ye yi ni mandate of Friday mandate of Friday no ye bi Friday na yet na se me ne mapamfo ekukudam ye chi movie Israel ni abasa adoso makomo asuko na wonso offer afutuo ade wom ade ba ko a na mani ka anase ema maniji Diamond TV Production and say one season 1 na ye no okay season 1 no say bia we fi ha ho kra yes repeat season 1 ni nyina the amount ye from Monday to Friday no na Sunday what me ahwe ni nyina ye bo ni nyina tofa na Sunday ye repeat ni nyina asan the account me say who show ni e tawade who send the film ni e san tawade who pere na apade anunti siame mami chwa do na fa me sodi our Diamond TV so every Friday bia 7:30 p.m. na wobɛyɛ nhyira. Zadiaba ane Diamond TV Film Production yasaka ye ho biem munim say ye ka ye ho ana ye ma papa nko a ene ye de bebra e be ma wani age ane sa wo kai eye ye movie an ye de bra mo a ye to ni bi Jai Enibre season 2 yasadia ba ahone na chade ye ne wo no ane se de ye season 1 no sa ene ye season 2 na season 2 ni de ye abruso yani musoma twayache anunti abrena enie sister hey me say Jai Enibre one show season 2 na wa ye ho asa ye ho aye ho me pesa ba ye ho nti ye yi ni mandate of Friday mandate of Friday no ye wi Friday na ye tena se me ne mapamfo ekukudam ye twi movie Isra ne abasa adoso makomo asuko na wonso offer afutuo ade wom ade ba ko a na mani ka anase ema mani ji Diamond TV Production and say wow season 1 na ye no okay season 1 no se bia wura fi ha ho kwa yes repeat season 1 ni nyina the amount ye yi from Monday to Friday no na Sunday what me a hwe ni nyina ye bo ni nyina tofa na Sunday ye repeat ni nyina asa the account me say wo show ni e tawade wo send the film ni e san tawade wo pere na apade anuti siame mami chwa do na from me sodi our Diamond TV so every Friday bia 7:30 p.m. na wobɛyɛ nhyira. Zadiaba ane Diamond TV Film Production yasaka ye ho biem munim say ye ka ye ho ana ye ma papa nko a ene ye de bebra e be ma wani age ane sa wo kai ye movie an ye de bra mo a ye to ni bi Jai Enibre season 2 yasadia ba ahone na chade ye ne wo no ane se de ye season 1 no sa ene ye season 2 na season 2 ni de ye abruso yani musoma twayache anunti abrena enie sister hey me say Jai Enibre one show season 2 na wa ye ho asa ye ho aye ho me pesa ba ye ho nti ye yi ni mandate of Friday mandate of Friday no ye wi Friday na ye tena se me ne mapamfo ekukudam ye twi movie Isra ne abasa adoso makomo asuko na wonso offer afutuo ade wom ade ba ko a na mani ka anase ema mani ji Diamond TV Production and say wow season 1 na ye no okay season 1 no se bia wura fi ha ho kwa yes repeat season 1 ni nyina the amount ye yi from Monday to Friday no na Sunday what me a hwe ni nyina ye bo ni nyina tofa na Sunday ye repeat ni nyina asa the account me say wo show ni e tawade wo send the film ni e san tawade wo pere na apade anuti siame mami chwa do na from me sodi our Diamond TV so every Friday bia 7:30 p.m. na wobɛyɛ nhyira. Zadiaba ane Diamond TV Film Production yasaka ye ho biem munim say ye ka ye ho ana ye ma papa nko a ene ye de bebra e be ma wani age ane sa wo kai ye movie an ye de bra mo a ye to ni bi Jai Enibre season 2 yasadia ba ahone na chade ye ne wo no ane se de ye season 1 no sa ene ye season 2 na season 2 ni de ye abruso anunti abrena enie sister hey me say jaya ni brain one show season 2 na why your asa your me pesa ba your nti ye yi ni Monday to Friday Monday to Friday no ye bi Friday na yet na say me ne mapamfo ekukudam ye chi movie sra ni abasa adoso makomo asukọ na wonso offer afutuo ade wom ade ba ko a na me
Please, Crodo. Jatin, when you parting, and you don't think, and you can't party, come up, party, or cast some of your time, make us a teacher of the coin.
I don't know, such that. Anyway, who's the man call? Me, man, better than your committee. We are more here. I don't know my brother. I will put you on our own. Disaster will never slow, and I'll go and remember catching it. I want you to take my food.
Some way I between you and you. About the same and obey.
Can I cram a choke? Tell him sap on our one and you'll come back. Now 3 days.
One portal. When you see us, man,
a telephone mama something. Just send only a hip telephone 1 year Kurulu. I want to confess do fear 7. I'm not good idea. Sabe power who are you be the family.
Hey, the bedin for young woman yet. Sakura will pin a new degan who fair and then man so many did. That wrote to one match and I'm going. I catch a mistake, I'm not safe. I was on the piece. Akolano baby, I see. I'm like it was I only pizza.
What do you want to get that is why? Say, come on, ya, come on, me, I go on your way. Yes.
What's it? Me say, I did you, fair money. Take your party, who's the warning? I did back up. What can't say for more? We are saying, obey.
To the woman you buy, I say, and you will mobile. To who near Badaye Kuraba, who near Badaye. I don't know the way. And then I will put them another when it's the brew. And then the idea were then the Bushay and the Ayawo. Five years. No put them another when it's the brew. They would have Bushan in Mayawa with the Shabusia.
Thank you seems just not enough, but what more can I say that you haven't heard? Yahweh, why you here in Santa? What more can I do that you haven't seen? Hey, Yahweh, why you here in Santa? Hey, on your near grandma, when you were coming where he touched. For you, where do I come in? May the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Hey, Yahweh, why you here in Santa? May the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Hey, Yahweh, the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Why you're in Satan, may the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Hey, where do I begin? When can I stop? Hey, can I be grateful enough? Can I say thank you enough? A million words cannot define my depth of gratitude. Words fail me when it comes to you. And she said, may my heart do the talking. And though I speak no words, may my heart of gratitude be heard. Yea, though I speak no words, my heart's awake to give you praise. Oh, the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Hey, Yahweh, may the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Yahweh, may my heart do the talking. And though I speak no words, may my heart of gratitude be heard. Yea, though I speak no words, my heart's awake to give you praise. Oh, the meditations of my heart, hey, meditations of my heart, meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Why are you in such a, may the meditations of, oh yes, so. Why are you in such a, why are you in such a, may the meditations of mine, oh, why are you in such a, why are you in such a, may the meditations of mine, hey, and she said, may my heart do the talking. Hey, why are you in Sado? Why are you in Sata? May the meditations of mine, oh yes, why are you in Sado? Ever you did not stop. Oh, meditations of my heart. Hey, why are you in Sado? Ever you did run us so? May the meditations be acceptable to you. May the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. Why you're in Satan, may the meditations of my heart be accepted. Put your hands together for Jesus.
Daddy, is it all right to feel that way? Yanko.
Sorry, na kika wo. Nema matamfo. Nina ramorite. Erate ma. Ramo karabahanda. If it's a wolf, he can't walk one. A time for her, I say. Sawo, he can't walk one. Konya nina rapapai. Hey, Sawo, he can't walk one. A time for her, I say. Sawo, he can't walk one. One in a region, they can't walk one. Is here. I speak over every barren womb, and I speak over every empty account, and I speak into every single life. Osaje for sorry, sorry na kikawo home. Nema atamfo, nina ramorite. If there is any dying ministry here, adwuma bi a enkoso enti ewrade ma sensory I pray tonight that every doubter will be a believer. They are not on you, no, and they obey your biggest fan. Man, Sanshani, my firi, a soro hinini asasi ya fo. Hey, see, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh mine help. All of my help cometh from the Lord. Imamenisu, mixerem me po, ehe kora me mo wa firi pepper, me mo wa firi, a soro hinini asasi ya fo. Hey, see, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. All of my help cometh from the Lord. One sanyatia, se wo betini na wo di achimi. Na wa sonye tu, se wo beti emi sufere. What it da da da. yama mesra wa yamwa mesra wo fidua ne wo nsa no adwuma mema wo so me be friend kwa sumu me de wasi aba pon mat na be ya wate na wana wo hu wo sre wo no wo be hu na wasi wo ntrase eshira na meshira hey mesra wo yama mesra wa yamwa mesra wo fidua ne wo nsa no adwuma mema wo so me be friend kwa sumu me de wasi aba pon mat na be ya na wana wo hu wo sre wo no wo be hu na wasi wo ntrase eshira Esuro mi be mi nyame me kana mako eshira just one word is all I need. Adurobachewa aterema kasa tutu emfashema eradikasa na manyema so just one word is all I need. Your word is a yes and amen. Your words are true, you never lie. Whatever you say shall come to pass. What's every other voice so yeah. It's an opinion, they can have it. Eradikaso kasa now what every other voice so yeah. It's an opinion, they can have it. Eradikaso kasa now what wasa moya susumo onyame wasa mountains move when you roar. The dead will rise when you speak life. What's up? Every other voice, so yeah. Hey, it's an opinion, they can have it. Everybody casa. Now what you demons tremble at your voice. Mountains move when you roar. The dead will rise when you speak life. What's up? Every other voice, so yeah. Hey, it's an opinion.
Ewo afena do fidie no ato hadia Diamond TV. And when you go so a watch no Diamond Morning Show and you go so a ye de esumo anope or family de wo extra se no e Diamond abako semparingo ewa ha na ene ye bobo ewremu ewo eye homowo afahye ye nuanum enkanfo aso ye ena anope imedru eno ano ye ma uhu afahye our kind of Potokasema festival, a choir faso is celebrating, and I say, yes, share a fan is the effa. And my parigo boy super or my own asante 4 dear, yenu I before dear. Na and nano, ye be funny beer one after the other. Na ye di kind afa yenyanum and campuni mantum for a dear. Na and nano. See them dika kai ni bekasa afa homo ehu e kwan ba so no musifa ehye homo efa no esifa sai na omusi ye no empobusumi be mu na omudisa afahye no e kwan ba so na sa afahye no esi ebaaye na yenya nwo yenya nwomi a na parigo eye titini nti no ene owa ha obekire na anopai yam baabi a homo wompo efi baaye a enei yeni anum kraifo e celebrate ya yen yedi hu jimu bi eboa omomo mudi no fefefe no parigwa kwaba
me juso papa efen
adum krayen nyame ahu ye mobo enenso wodi ache yen wa mai hu amasembo ni boni kwaba ya wayi ye frimu wayi ye frimu baby a ofri boko die
boko pa
pardon ko na busion bia
biara obia hu ye
yeda Christa se na anopai mi hu se o she Lacoste be I helba Lacoste. And it's say on your brand ambassador the moment.
Me jingle be my own.
Okay.
I'm a white, red and green.
There's some more colors in the wow.
That one cry, say mucho na moye animal.
So Mate. Also omo baha say. Also omo baha. Opani yan kwa yan koma twetwe no eso. The part of when the busia ho ye dia anope wo hwe
wo hwe fa
wow and now the shase ye afashe na enenu ye bowramu wo afashe na nkasankasa emu no said ye mantem bia anasa region bia esi ehwe ne fa esifa na 16 regions no eni ye dikai afa ye Greater Accra nkampumpuni mantem mu no ye hwe omo afaso mu dia eye homowo no sai na omo si edi na ye ka homowo no mpo akyeremu kakra
yo me da se o me makwanye yi na me chia ma hwefo no metifo ye ka homowo a homowo no ye esan se ye nkran fo adienti omo kasa na da so homowo eye nkran kasa homo eye ekom homo yemi o think like
homo yemi
homo you can't wo if a da
okay
ya wo you wo mother na homo wo ejina homa ekom da ye o high do da ye nya kwan ni o so ye ho ento e homo wo ye se ekom da koda
ekom da ni be nya homo wo na e ka homo wo na akyerem kakra homo wo ye de ade
homo wo ye afahye nkranfo afahye a afibia omo itimu ana omo
celebrate homo wo sai na nkanfo esifa edi homo wo afahye no
homo wo afahye mpanifo se de bibia yan kwati pani emmopoi nkan omo kohia eye ebobo some mu na wo a ebedi kan akohia ye nkranfo abusuye bia from Lantejan for any di homo first nkran obi edi ne di o no mo Lantejan for na kofre homo no omo ne be di kan akobo ekwan na ekwan akona nanom empom senka eye asante mama ka se ben mu ana se omo a ewu dada no so obi an na yinti omo ne di kan ekobo kwan yidi kan
na ekwan no bukobo no kwaye mu ana muka na sa tra keke se na musiye no
meka epomu ana chete wura ho epomu ye baby
kwaye mu
ye cheda eja reserve ye cheda eja saade na ye no sa asase na plot of a piece of land ye nton ye sifi wo so ɛhɔ na nananom nkonnwa ne nema egu na ɛkwan ne sɛ afu sɛ mfu yɛ esan sɛ kane na ɛyɛ kwaye na yɛyɛ hohwɛ yɛyi a yɛdɔ no ɔbɛde amammerɛ na asi wɔ sɛ yɛdɔ ansa ne akɔde a ne ɛnɛ sɛ koota akora ne yɛgu so kora sɛ laa ne ɛbɛ sign te sɛ deɛ yɛdɔ no a ɛno na mfanfoɔ ebinom nso akwanbɔ akwanbɔ ɔmo nso ɔmo afahyɛ no but ɛnyɛ hɔ ne nam na ɔmo akɔnti ɔmo kɔ a ɔmo kɔ hyia adwene ho na ɔmo wɔ asrana ɛyɛ ɛnɛ yɛ friend calendar first wokɔ ahemfi ankasa baabi ahemfi wɔ a ɛhɔ ne yɛhu kɔsida wei nyinaa saa asrana calendar no ɛso na hɔ nti ɔmo afe biara ɛtumi dane te sɛ deɛ nnɛ ebi a ɛno sɛ na me nana bi anya 1 year me nana me last born ba no anya 1 year but ɛno a me refi o say yɛwo no kwasi ada o yɛwo no 12 November last year enso ebe wie ɛno ra banada o say afene so ɛno nti o hwɛ asrana no so ebi advantage din no ɛnɛ ɛbɔ ɛhini me da to so ya enduru next year ensi pepesa ta no ma hyehyɛ no nti o mo kokɔ bɔ ho pae ɛhwɛ asrana no so ɛhwɛ kane na yɛni asrana no ne yɛhwɛ brɛ a bosome ɛde pie ɔmo de ayɛ ɔmo hwɛ bosome mpie a ɛni kɔ asɔ ɔmo yɛ agye sɛ hu sɛ ɔmo akɔhyia no ɛdeɛ no obi afira white ɔmo akɔhyia no saa na ɔmo aka deɛ ɔmo bɛka wɔn nti no ɛba saa ɔmo kɔhyia ansa na bɛbu mmeranteɛ no nso yɛde ato wɔn sɛ deɛ duro no da wei na wɔsɔ nti mo aboa mo ho wa wo sika wa ahoɔden fo ahoɔden no bibia ɛboa
na ɛba saa na mokɔbɔ ɛkwan no wi a mogu nsa ɛwɔ hɔ na amama bɛn na ya na ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ
sɛ na yɛnya ndi afahyɛ no homo no mu nya ndi ti ɔmokɔ akɔbɔ kwan no wi a nɛ yɛ biem ama obia etumi yɛ de ɔpɛ ahemfo no ebegu nsa eba asɔfo tumi bam ene ne ya ahemfo yi apaya konfo yi apaya asɔfo ɛbɔ mpaye no na da di kan ne ma akonfo egura na dwuno ma ade achi
na omogro no mu no ɛyɛ agro normal agro anase omogro ɛyɛ nkonya wase ɛkanche ɛyɛ nneɛma kese wase sɛ na konfo no agro no esitie
ebi yɛ obu otumi ekom sa akoma otumi tiam obenu gina dan so
wow
gina dan so huru no aba saa de akom ɛno nso yɛbɛyɛ aduane no de ama saa konfo na ego obi ni obi ni obi ana aduane nko obi ni obi nsa enka obi nsa echi na mo dia ne eba sa ebi no security konfo ne bi hye batakari no mo keka de o se yeye sɛ be a you know ebekɔtɔti
ɛno achi no ɛdan bio ɛna mo yɛ ɛwɔ homowo afahye no ase
homowo no yɛ start yɛ wada so
okay yɛ wada no pa na yɛ wada nwumre
yɛ sɔre ahimachi
yɛ wada ahimachi
ɛbɔ mpaye eyi apaye ɛfrɛ ɛdɔm ɛba saa obia woni fie obia sɔre ɛbɔ mpaye yi apaye kɔsɛ obia ni hɔ a ni bibi ehun ka adwam da ananse ni bibi nwu da sabre ne be frɛ nsamafo anya be mfi ɔha ahami ahanu ne de kanka na ya ye de o sɛ na fe amakwan nti on be ye kpekpele o mo aduane no
ɛdɛ ne ɛde ye kpekpele no ɛde ade
ebi na ɛyɛ bro ba se say do wa ha ba kan sɛ ɛto
ase kokɔtɔ no
kokɔtɔ yo bro
ebro no mo ye ne sei kika ne me de kika bom ne mame
bro no ye di gunsuom a ya yam e be no te se emori no na mori no ayi na ede no ano se be nya o han kampe vapor minim se de tutuo wa redro nya ayi tutuo e na ma ebene
okay
e de mori no e di kukuo no de eyi suohia ndi onu de ene esiase na esija no so na de ekata so no ye fitin tukuru ho na ye de more bi atwa numu na more no ti ebere no ebea na etu ye fe nsuo eguhu ebe sei tuturo na ebere more no ye tu na ye de nsa we say bi cry na say de ye gare na ye de nsa ya na ye de enwo aye na ye mfa enkwan bia eni se abenkwan
okay
untimi fa enkatekwan eni kwekule da na untimi
na lai soup
debi ka sabra no mu na enam no mi tumi no de mi ko tifri mi mpanifo ho no che se sabra na ye de hye no ye enam ebre sabra na enam ba epomu enam ni ho a odi afahye na ye nti o mu twen time a enam abapu nkonsiri abro ahụ kwa shika enam bebre emma nenu saa brand mu na odi ebe because afashe kesi a yikudi na nam
abam okay
nti saa brand ye bibi afashe
na mu yi nam ni bia enam no mo kire na mo de ato pekple no so ana mo noa ebese fra pekple mo ye nam no so say
ye mfa nto pekple no ye nche se emma ne opa emani
opa momoni
emani maybe ka
oka opa no opa momoni ana opa na
mankasa emani na opa ni na mo ekeka ka ho tuna no sabre ni nya Simon nyanti yenya ye de no aben kwanti yewia se wo de ne be sama wa na ya son kwan afinchen na odidi
na adan na aduane nani aye yellow star
say enwo no mo de fra 99 feto
enwo no mo de fra mo I think
omo wie no mo ya ade gu ayi mu a hit mo pa anti nsu bi anim na say de garito what the garito da
me di garito
pepe na wait here
okay
okay ai
openi yan hwe eye ohine na okita bia otopete no aduane na bi na ya na ahemfo no esa ede pete wa fashion no dwumadie na se ana se eno so ebi fro
aduane we yewie na se ohempon ana paramount chief ana ohine no on my kana no o my frɛ bi kana no obi ni obebi ene wa wie odi no kra se obu a
twɛn na komodem a na se wo no ano be ka hwe me yankika wa pa me no aduane tumi nzem pese me ka hwe
uni we ka hwe de tianet o ye na yi ya obi hu to hene no epete obekɔpo mu akɔ de aduane akɔ obekɔmpo ano de di kan epo ne yi nam ema yenye bi de
aduane no
obekɔmpo ano akɔ mu akɔ ya mamra akɔ epo mu akɔ ya mamra
tempo ano so beto aduane ni bi egumpo na no
ano kuso opo bi akube
nkube wa no
no mu akɔ ya mamra wa ano ti omu wi a omoko epo mu fie epo mu na omoko ahimfie ankasa ho no bia anti yenya ye ya na bia afia ya ne ba ni na o afia ya ne ba afinko na
paganyim no to kakra mame yenko afia ya ne ba o
afia ya ne ba ni na o afi we no say we bibia kana Afisia pa
fe kometo ye
no kano afi no majeto afia ya na nebani na afisia afinko
metu ye
ti nya boni esitwene so na omoto om nkran anwum no a tetefo no to na afi ebie kwan bia tumi edibi kana no
na exercise se otuwe na aya na mode anwum no di akira na wotu nuane na
no kete ya se ase omo agura na se kete kete no di akire na omo otete anwum a omoto no moto ma no di akire eni e nana no mo bo no emrani ko si se afi obe pagya ne sa ama kwan se abi obi atumi edibi eni e ba sanso a obi atumi di mi ni mame ye bo a ni jade enso mi tu wura ko dibi odo aduane je wo ha amofo yes aka ifie bi atu wura mu am ye sebo
ye abrante na okura aduane no obia na timi kura di na nachi ana ye woni pa bi ayi wo mo a omo ho ete a omo na de bi wo so omo kura aduan di na nachi
wa hifie uni mama mere utumi nkutan keke na ohene bi kura na wo fa ase ana se ne di hye pa na oma obi so ha o kyerema omo edim de no yetumi emfa unse oko baby ti say yemfa ne say oko Roman so dem wako Anglican so dem sa omo yi na
omo to no
yi obi akeke ne yede ma no omo ma so omo yi no omo di so for na chi e de ye nso yi obi a o ti aso dem keke ne yede ma no nti we so omo nipa and I also drink with on benkum and Tennessee nti obi edidi na chi say de be o ti a afia ni ben no wo say ashi kwa fun wono ji ape ye to aye de ampempem ye to aye mfa ampempem se de ukumu apem
beba no parigo obeka se eye na kamehu ye hye atade kokko ana asem to a ebo wusiremu pa ene ye bo kojan ewo ye minimum wo hye afahye ya enanum kranfo edia nana ehye ne che eye kokko ne ntuma wotutu so ukọ asantekasa wa e kan brisi kokko ene wotutu ekire den
mi so asembi adentina obi wu ase we de ye yifufuo anko obi wu ase anka ifra komi ni ifra brisi ana kuntunkunu obi tumi wu ase ya yifita nko adentina sade no
o se no buo no mana maame no ne ba enwuda ye wo that side no ne obi nso wanyina ma baby ani fia du no e yaseda ene eda nyame ase
very good
wenyi
no why ade pa wenyi obi onyi pa anya mfio ha ani ekire ko no anka na yi ase fufu nko a wadi kunu nyame ekira no sa omo di moja ne pray baby omo wansa no munsa kan to kwani itwitwe bi no se kan omo di to o jase wani omo we kra jase omo ni abre
omo de kai omo ya
o kai tetefo no bravo brand so de omo bre omo jani obi o twitwa na ne mo ni fun kra yira and the kine ma omo ehye kokoro
mate parigo mebre no ayebe yefa nkaifo afahye no ensi aha yakopo yadma ochina yebeto aso homowo afahye no esopaye yebehye se de lafo eye omode teshifo eye omode ene wona ekika ho nyina na mo me yehu omo ye typical nkaifo na nkasa because my better say nkan ne de esom achimota wom gbawe wom malam wom na emom ye omom ye typical nkan aha ene ebebe makwan na ye de diamond abakosem no eyina eba awieye na me sorry see the new super review no ye de ba abesom mo yakam
Sakrodo jatin woni kwatin eni adontin eni ja kwatin te ko ma kwatin ko ka se mo tu jam me fra se te mo de ko yin ti
no ba ma sa trate no woni won te men ka hu mi men ba da nya ko hemachi mi mo tia ada na ma brabo aha wo boni pa na wo ya ho ti sa sa wo na wo suro ana wo ba me ni mo ba ka te me take my food
Some way, I between you and you. About say, and I'll be here.
Can I cram a choke? Tell him, Sap, and I want my new back. Now, 3 days. 3
One pot, when you see us, man,
a telephone mama something. Just send only a hippo telephone 1 year kululu. I want to for do fear 7. Apa ko dia dia sabe pa wo bua ni bibia ye de fa
hey the badin for nya wo monye akora we pine ni mu de dwa ne ho fefefe e mema so mo ye din da ko to wa ma chena mo e ka cha me se akora na o chef e be so ndi pizza akora na o me wiase akora ki to so e ndi pizza
Udi ma tuya da so a. Sai ka wo ya kam ma me akwanyare. Yes.
Incident. Me say adidie wo fe ma mi. Te ya paje o to ko yen. Ade ba ko wa ka say fama. O ya say obeifo.
Chedi wo mi ba ya se. Enye wo mo bo. Ti wo ni abadaye kura ba ko kura ni. Wo ni abadaye. Ade wo nim de wo ye. Ade na ye wo boda ma na se wo ni su na biri wo. Ade na ye ye wo de na busu ye ye wo. Afebem, why fear? No bother man when you never what they would be able to sell him a yawa with the Shabusia.
Aha, Air Light Enterprise. I wa so kind City Light Junction. In no maybe I do mujuma air tail light, headlight, front and back bumpers, front grill, down grill. There's also on side lighting travigators. There's on fog lighting so. Either light na spec light, air charger, air normal, air American type, air Japan type, air China. Ni na ye who party now of the Light Enterprise. Where they trauma say mo beba aboso kan City Light Junction mo be hwehwe be Light Enterprise na mo ni edijuma iminia the one on person mo tu duduo na mo ankasa mo nkoton so ye wo wholesale sakesi a ya fe mo ni o mama a ye de man kofo mo person mo tu na mo nkoton ye sanso ye delivery nationwide say ye Christian ye Kumasi ye Takrade ye North Takwa ehoni na ye delivery ma ade bi a person fan spare ke wo car ye share nim say only the Light Enterprise ba be di juma your special discount we are ya ma Diamond TV ashefo nyina into wo frɛ your numbers to na wo kasa wo fa your number no Diamond TV a your special discount we are yet to ma your share nim say only the Light Enterprise ba be yejuba the Light Enterprise your satisfaction is our priority.
Se wo pe Ben Light Enterprise etra kwan dia wo aboso kan City Light Junction honoma anase obetimi afrem penifo e wo 0247 888591 and 0245 966 186 0599 640 186 and 0530 122 484. Ben Light Enterprise Sebra na yen spec your car and farm mouth.
Samo bibiara ache amamakwa ba Diamond Morning Show and we neguso awushe na wafa ye druso no ye be person kruwa krata ande mu na chese ensama ekoso ewo oman no wonu so wenyemu enti ase ye papa enana pay asida kese pa enkoma Diamond Ground Real Estate and after Diamond Ground Travel and Tour esan se wo mo eboye chidon papa Ben Light Enterprise and after Rich May Beauty Supplies omo so ewo ho a wo mo eboye chidon nende many mama ye boa e wo fidie mu hase ya ye de eye kro krat sam pese mu ofa no e ba beso mo na yes ebre na yen hye kro krat no abekto apono so bebre ene nti ne yen hye ene anape ye wo the new finder e wo ha the new finder na ye share the lead story e wo the new finder so a e trese NRGICSOS raised red flags over possible corruption vulnerability in critical minerals industry. na eno ene the lead story what the new finder Kura Krata no eso na yeshe eye enchen hosa corporate governance resilient banking bedrock for sustainable future na eno so ewo ho civic education kana election 2024 25 days more to go. Don't sit on the fence. Decide now. Transfer to EcoBank partner to advance cross-border payment. Na chese ene ana pay the new finder Kura Krata no front page no amani boy free ho eba no nti no meje mu ama me nua ba ma me yeboa na chese wono so de wono che no wono so e de asomo yen.
Masom dia na me de wo etwa so eye Kura Krata mu pense mu no ma na the Daily Statesman no front page no who say eye Chief Justice ma me get to talk on no eda ho na o say Supreme Court affirms NPP majority declares Speaker ruling on 4 seats unconstitutional and also ewaha and a 2 billion Ghana cedis grant for you start beneficiaries and also ewaha you start no and on some na APM no and so was the First Lady rallies voters for Baumia and then ye mame Rebecca ene ono so ebo adwuma pa e de boa ye Baumia e fa campaign ho sensem no na nsem we nyina egu the Daily Statesman so bomode aso beto bi no akenkan no adomo asuko no hu ni a e twegu e wo omai mu mausi fatu aso.
Alright, now me demo wasun so na yenhye the Ghanaian Times na you share the Ghanaian Times Kura Krata no so the front page of the Ghanaian Times na just say amaneboa ekikai fi ho eba and said it's unconstitutional court to file reasons orders to Afenya Markin's case today and it's in the end so court ebetina se na nienti omoka se gbagbe ni nsem ode betu dan is unconstitutional no yes to me enyemu enti say Supreme Court ruling a victory for democracy Afenya Markin and the same way abetuja free dialysis treatment for NHIS subscribers starts December 1. Not just say December a year bosumi a baby come ya not just say free dialysis ukitan national health insurance so na a cover not just say and also Ghana yet system J ever hope EC disqualifies GFP presidential candidate resumes printing of ballot papers not just say and then Anna pay the Ghanaian Times no Kura Krata on the front page of it not just say and sema if you ho no and mami e boy yen to aso
Mame fawo ento aso Kura Krata mu pense no mu a na we the informer front page no say any penifo akuku damiensa and ededa so and na osha vacant seat case ho sensam na no Supreme Court terms imperial backbin Afenya Markin hails running as victory for democracy and also ewaha and as there was with NPA balls profess solution and also ewaha and I will win 2024 election Baumia confidence na say what to di anamon also wo jide say afi obewi nim EC class Akpiadon court to contest 2024 polls and also ewaha and then na Mami Akpiadon consensus man be cast and JD and bebe ni mu abeda serve no there be isi so ojura na so obi ada ba bia woda ni akwakoto abano asumdwe mum alcoholism drug sexual misconduct way and so ewaha ebi GMA and kasa anopay and as the election 2024 retain NPP for sound education Minister urges and also happy. Now we at the front page of Informer no amaniba if we have so eba enono.
Alright, now just me demo wasun na yenhye the custodian Kura Krata no na yenhye the lead story what the custodian no so it's victory for democracy Afenya Markin hails Supreme Court rulings on MP seat. Na just say akoye enije sempa e dia ma NPP amanyoko no you start 51.8 million Ghana cedis dispersed to 4.174 young entrepreneurs na chese Ghana so no ye ko enim ye papa. National Best Farmer second runner-up wins Stanbic Bank Award. Na and also Global South demands $5 trillion from North. Kidney patients on NHIS to enjoy free dialysis from December 1. Na chese nyame ya duma December bosu ye ba besi mu the first day na chese kidney patients in free dialysis ukita NHIS dia na chese a cover na chese Ghana na ye kika ekoye nima enesa entima me ye boa fa ye to aso na yenko
se me de wo eto aso dia na anopa me de wo ewra mu the Republic Press na front page all eyes on Bagbin as Supreme Court invalidate decision on 4 MPs and also Ewaha. EC says GFP parking way as Ekwadonko boy fails credibility test and also Ewaha. And about Mia chases Mahama with debate and also Ewaha. Now at the front page of Republic Press no Amaniba if we have so eba enono.
Alright, now mami ya boy, mami fa and to asuna ye share the Daily Guide Kurakratsa de mona. Ye share the Daily Guide ana and some of you her dos ye papa. Now ye share the front page of the Daily Guide ana trese SC and as Supreme Court overturns Bagbin reinstates 4 MPs na trese and also ewo honuma na trese akoye Supreme Court nik Bagbin senseminka ende ye ko ewe ye Kurakratsa no eso. Now, ye share a so a government gives 51.8 million Ghana cedis to GJSP beneficiaries, over 18.7 million to vote on December 7. EC disqualifies Roman father Ekwadonko remains on ballot paper. Pioneering a petroleum hub project for economic growth. Na ene ana pay the Daily Guide Kurakratsa no na chese amane boa efi ho enono
seme de wo etwa so ewo ko wankrata mu pensem mu ne dia na ye monwre mu ewo the new publisher no na front page no we say Supreme Court rules 5-2 against Bagbin eno ewo ha unse nipa 5 and nipa 2 majority leader calls for peaceful united parliament. And I'm saying so Ekwadonko's party disqualified. They say they are doing it dear. Mami Ekwadonko what I say what kind can see any you can say a standard with Jan when a chino. Let me say omo me and two and amopa and farm what party no. Now mama dia say encourage next 4 years no. Me pɛ dia obetimi agina mama me Ekwadonko say be ya ne saman ebetimi adadin. Na the policy no so timi abem ama oman Ghana. Na media for ne de na ambem no kra na ye meya no. Ekwadonko ka say ye to abaman no be president. Media for nyina journalist obema ye nyina cast. Me de na me down the policy mu say also Jehovah Witness for nyina no. Omunyo obeyi omu nyina afi oman mu. Esan so mo nto aba na ye me de pa. Sa policy na me de. Ye to asunsu dia na yenhwe Kurakratsa and yenhwe publisher. The new publisher na yenhwe ensema efri ho na yeto asoso ye kopiemu ewo the Daily Analyst no extra Supreme Court teams Bagbin na just Supreme Court wo my Bagbin different just say omwetemi na nkasa na just ye ko speaker bound by Supreme Court decision atukuba and at the same way abetuja atukuba metene nkache wo ho ni former Chief Justice former Chief Justice leaked document revealed dirty deals at National Security top official Fringate. Na just say EC disqualifies Roman father. Government disburses over 51 million Ghana cedis use start a year grant to beneficiaries. Baomia grateful to Swami for warm reception. And then Anna paid the Daily Analyst no amane boa efi ho eno no mama e boa na fire eto aso seme de wo eto aso na wo diamond ko wankrata mu pensem na se bebre na aba na we the Metro Lens no front page no 4,174 young entrepreneurs receive over 51 million Ghana cedis in grants and mentorship. And also, ewa ha ebi, and I see one soon. Was a mammy esla owusu ekufo. And also, at the Hawan Union for fair, the call at to chat or basono. COP29 esla owusu ekufo advocates for coordinated strategy against climate changes, worsen impact, and also ewa ha. And any mammy don't quote dear, and nay, what trend a year. Now, EC disqualifies a Kwadonkwas candidate, Roman father, and Odaho Cassiano, Roman father, Kafrawate, and Uncle Pesa Utrama Mianemu, now Utrepas in Usman now so, Yamakitikitibia, now a woman and me am wow. Bagby's declaration of 4 seats vacant unconstitutional, Ray F. Supreme Court rules, and also Ewa who say, Era Bagby, picture on what they are to one of the unknown. Say any brother fee, any brother fee. The way I was if say only penny kasana or can some you know say.
Not just say.
Now, Munana nim kakra who say a semono a muodu, a nequasia to tonasi. And the Supreme Court say, or more a year more reason, Bantino. Say no, I'm saying unconstitutional. It's in a reason, no, a beba. Tienya ma womo na contempt anchien. Mouse to assume.
Alright, now yeah, the more at was so na. The new crusading guide Kurakratano, the new crusading guide. Now you share the new crusading guide Kurakratana and Manibua a free the front page of it no extra. NDC took $51 million to promote LGBTQ programs. Now just say, hey, akoye in some woho papa. Formerly, introduced comprehensive sexuality education into national school curriculum from 2012 to 2016, yet blames NPP. Now, I say in some way, dear, akoye dear woho, emubeye dwe yankanike si wukan we nyasem. Vacant seats blue, Supreme Court decision victory for democracy, rule of law, majority. Now, NPP National Treasurer takes campaign to Volta region. EC maintains president's candidate position on ballot paper. Na chese ono se isi se mfa ho se weyi eye ekwadonko ni nomin anase nipa ye de ne begina ho ma ekwadonko ye yi na fimu kana still wo mo so nyina no eye ade wo mo be maintain wo mo numbers no. Over 4,000 young entrepreneurs receive grants and mentorship YEA partners Fisheries Commission military to train young in fish farming, to train youth in fish farming. And to know, and then I pay the new crusading guide, and I say, and some a free front page her, and no, and not to know, my may a boy fire at was way.
And then now a diamond kowa and katamu pense mono, and pay the Ghanaian publisher, and I made the war at Swasonum, and I will say, you're rough and you're marking, and Eddie, majority leader what's my post? Majority leader welcomes SC ruling or the speaker to reconvene parliament. Ayo, and then not Syrian Kwana or your referendum marking nim. Baumia proposes national pilgrimage authority. Ray every a year Baumia and so forth, and I in Cheho Penum, who's the a year electoral commissar, a year Mammy Jane. On also at the Hana ballot positions on change. Baumia number 1, Mahama number 8. Nado dona eka se the mame ekwadonko free mono e bed dane amayera Mahama pabejina ebia 7 na ebia yera Baumia de obeda 1 ho na na so na isi say bebia obiada no wotim ho no ma akosi say ye beto aba no awie asia ho so no YEA partners military fisheries commission to train youth. Na and also Edda Hanyamisha Mopa ye and then most madrim panamojuma pa mo de eboa on mine. And some way no egu the Ghanaian publisher so but when they are so better be working kind no who near a chegu el o maimu. Mouse say bako el dia for every MIA.
Alright, now yeah, the more so I share the Daily Graphic. The Daily Graphic is several that I say. Yeah, share and sema eboba every the Daily Graphic. Now the front page of the Daily Graphic, you know, Amanda Boy was so the lead story what the Daily Graphic, you know, extra. Supreme Court quashes Speaker's decision for MPs remain in Parliament. Now just say, and then Anna page the Daily Graphic, you know, just amanebo what they abreye and na share the top corner of the Daily Graphic front page now. EC disqualifies GFP presidential candidate. Now just say and also ballot papers printing resumes. YEA2 others partner to train 1,000 youth in fish farming. Now and then Anna paid the Daily Graphic Kurakratano. Now just say I'm on the board a few hot and no. Now ma me a boy. Ye didn't na ebesi ha do. But o share a Supreme Court and Parliament in Sensemia Ekoswa. Personally, no one can say because and then I say you did the main yinebeba. The main reason for so what Muka say abang back when somebody kind it's unconstitutional. No one can say personally no Uje Hussein.
Oh, Mousy, Obeka say a higher crown who get Casabe. Kaka can say, I summoned that one, yes, no. I say, you're a friend of marking, Syria Abban any man, yet in a voice, because no, I yet deem what you a one I make a crack. No, I yet dear what I say be a beca query, and then yet in a voice, oh, sorry, sneaky man. Speak at the end in a voice. Now, the dwana in some na a buy and a graphic nature say, Obia, able speaker D. Speak at this. Epono akodu the extent that former chief justice Yera Achukuba and so abekasa dia na say assembly or na mpanimfo bi bema hu say dia drone dia also speaker agitum said the obekaya Yera Godfrey Damini ato force same Supreme Court dia ambulance agayi kwa wi ase no eto etwaye sanso na wen minim say asose no ebedu baabi a eto betwen speaker enti ase na there was what it on fan 2 year na mo hwa so enya modwuma el parliament wo ye ne sa ebetimi aboa because Supreme Court asem there untimi contempt bechiru.
Alright, ye nyina ya basomdwe ntini ye nyina ye beka se anka ye entoto ye na chese bibiara enko kan ewo eye ma hwebedwafie ho eno ntino aha ena ebre bema ye kwan na chese ye de eye kurakrat pensem no ofa no ebesi na ye sorry so na ye wie ye ma me ye bo eguso etna konyemu a one political analyst eba be bobo ensem eno ntino ye be sorry.
Zadiaba and Diamond TV Film Production. Yasaka Yahubio. When you say Yakaya Juana and my papa and ya de bebra bema when you are dead. And so okay. I hear your movie and the bramo. I actually be die any break. Season 2. Yasadia ba. A hundred na chadi and one. And say the season 1. Sa and the season 2. Na season 2 ni dia yay. Abruso. Yani musama chayache anunti abrena enie sister hey me say giant brain one show season 2 na why ya hu asa ya hu me pesa ba ya hu nti ye yi ni mandate of Friday mandate of Friday no ye wi Friday na yet na say me ne mapamfo ekukudam ye chi movie sra ni abasa adoso makomo asukọ na wonso offer afutuo ade wom ade ba ko a na mani ka anase ema maniji Diamond TV production and he said wow season 1 na ye no okay season 1 say bia wura fi ha ho kwa yes repeat season 1 ni nyina the amount ye from Monday to Friday no na Sunday wait me ahwe ni nyina ye bo ni nyina tofa na Sunday ye repeat ni nyina asa the account me say who show ni etawade who send the film ni esanta wade who pere na apade anuti siame mami chwa do na from sodi our Diamond TV so every Friday bia 7:30 p.m. na obeye nshira
Agora mindful, where you demo the mamu. Aha, Air Light Enterprise. I wa so kind City Light Junction. In no maybe I do mujuma air tail light, headlight, front and back bumpers, front grill, down grill. There's also on side light no trap gators. There's on fog light and so. Either light na spec light, a charger, a normal, a American type, a Japan type, a China. Ni na ye who party now of the Light Enterprise. Radio trauma some beba abuso kan City Light Junction mo be hwehwe be Light Enterprise na mo ni edijuma niya the one on person muntu duduo na mo ankasa mo koton so ye wo wholesale sakesi a ya fe mu ni o mama a ye de man kofo mo person muntu na mo koton ye sanso ye delivery nationwide say ye Christian ye Kumasi ye Takrade ye North Takwa honi na ye delivery ma ade bia person fan spare ke wo car ye shame say only the Light Enterprise eba be di juma your special discount via ye ama Diamond TV ashefo nyina into wo frɛ your numbers to now kasa wo fa your number no Diamond TV your special discount via your tisodma your shame say only the Light Enterprise ba be yejuba the Light Enterprise your satisfaction is our priority.
So wo pe Ben Light Enterprise etra kwan dia wo aboso kan City Light Junction honoma anase obetimi afrem penyufo e wo 0247 888591 and 0245 966 186 0599 640 186 and 0530 122 484. Ben Light Enterprise Sebra na yen spec your car and farm.
Diamond TV and when you go so I will share no pay morning show no and I de esumo e Diamond TV so no na ofa me de wo etwa so no political discussion Mr. Sadat Apedu e wo fidie mu ha mechima be no na mama na kwaba na ya hye nkomo twetwe no ase anopai Mr. Sadat akwaba
ya mi do
papa ho na mu ti se
ya mi na do
e da Kristo ase bibia bokọ di
oh Kristo ase e da na ase se bibia bokọ media de bia me ka say me sorry fi paso a me si Yakobon me da se mananti abedu fidi so say me ne Ghana for bedu nkoma Yakobon me da se in anything I do I appreciate the work of God and I pay because bia me pe bia no I will appreciate the work of God. I'm a vessel carrying the message.
Yeah.
So I say it as it is. You look at me and you think differently, so be it. But I'm saying it as it is. I'm a vessel. I'm carrying a message. And whatever our people are doing as a state, as a nation, they should know that the Edikanfoɔ have said something and it will come to pass.
Mate, Mr. Sadat, odi ashase ewo eye nyame asemu idie ene afuto mu idie ye hwe sama abani bi na anopaye mogu hom eje nya aba abedrum enra da fa parliament ho sensama akopiem o Supreme Court ayera fanya mark edimu tintimma no enra ena Supreme Court edi ruling eba bonten na omo HSS speaker declaration na course efa for vacancy ho sensem no unconstitutional what about Asante Kasema say twi Kasema enimre mu e ne speaker ye no ho Mr. Sadat wa headie metuma be no na anope ya bonkomo kaka Mr. Sadat
Mami
yes the speaker unconstitutional also mu say
yo me da say me chia ahwefo me chia oman Ghana for nyina me chia speaker of parliament me shining cry original painting
yo
Mr. Chia Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana Mami Gertrude we chia no pay money to a democracy na say we chia oman mra timemfo mra
okay
oman mra timemfo mra and Supreme Court mra
okay
that is the first point na enura omukotena ase no or release say near speaker here no unconstitutional brofo
okay
what does it mean say CBB is unconstitutional let's just say any your constitutional any your constitutional bobra
yeah
ye bisa ehun say aso maame no ehun near speaker here because speaker is to constitutional position to do what he did so the question here is the constitution not proper baby a speaker call to here our constitution me say aha ena me gina ena me dey ade no enye papa na ana say onu ejuma na oye enu na enye constitutional
omunya for reason tia unconstitutional na emma bontin
see this is where we have problem with judiciary
I didn't see more problem
yes because your profession is not our profession we all we need to see is government is doing business so you don't interfere with government business not say now we say not say now we say here mpenyifo na omuni mranu mu me dem ni mranu mu
okay
I'm speaking as a citizen
okay
I'm not a lawyer but the lawyers who are professionals are even saying Afenyo Markins matter no dey court doesn't warrant Supreme Court attention meanwhile you have given it attention see and who can say near speaker here no unconstitutional so come back and tell us
and then na omode
very well you be gina ho ahwe say near all can say near speaker can or constitution mu na correct you be tie
okay
me see assembly me di etire pa I'm telling you share emria so say be my court for na say they are not the final authority for the constitution it is not a law
okay
from Supreme Court it is a law from Parliament House
okay
so it is an act of parliament
okay
not an order from Supreme Court so they should stop interference near mami get to interference
I didn't say interference
no why are you ordering the people's leader why Afenyo Markins say Jimmy and said who's where Jimmy look interpretation is different from what she's doing
or no yet interpretation yet
or ruling you see interpret Afenyo Markins by no see come and interpret so my interpretation on speaker's position is this Asan so Umbeka said no unconstitutional she's don't let me use foul words for you the position there must be respected okay America say if you are there and you don't respect where you are and you come and for yourself with the political terrain who treat you like a politician I'm serious
that's the speaker on your day baby asemi
oh me I don't know I'm not a speaker of the Republic of Ghana
hey
me a speaker na me a speaker
na ontimi man no ebia analyst kakra bi obetimi so aye against the Supreme Court and then the AD no
oh obetimi akoko they are supporting speaker so obetimi fight this Supreme Court and he say oh you obetimi ejina so say emra okay there is law that says when any ruling is unconstitutional or you bet me about say oh now ruling no here is inconsistent with Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution.
Okay.
Usu Supreme Court there now Beka. Your ruling, my position that I declare, vis-a-vis your ruling is inconsistent to Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution. And the only one is article. Who the one is article? All you say is unconstitutional. Unconstitutional.
And then no reason,
position of the Constitution, because you are not there for yourself. You are not there for yourself. You are there under the Constitution. So let's see the position of the Constitution. Who said no? I can be what I said. Afenyo Martins are twisting issues, and he is playing a diversional tactics.
Okay.
Now the issue at stake is interpretation on what the speaker has done. Now you are only holding speaker responsible to revert what he has done. Interpret what he said. That is what the people want to know. Not you ordering the speaker to revert his decision and whatever declaration.
It will be Asamna Daniana.
I said no panana because Asamna. Oh, we politics.
Politics was
politics.
Politics in
the politics. Afenyo Martins is a politician.
Okay.
Going to the court must advise him. Court is not always you rule. They should stop making those nyama things in the court. And yet they be an assembly back court be an obedient to Mr. Transfer.
Okay.
There are issues that will come. You advise the person. Afenyo Martins made a declaration. Said whatever the court will say is what you will respect, right? And he said, "On no back court, now court are sitting. I was sitting down. Actually, said Article 97 clause D HSA. Article so and so HSA, and to go and respect the orders of the supreme your leader. Get no worker. But because you still a political interest and you want to support your political party, where it's coming from it, you are taking on the matter. We say, be trained.
Okay.
Speaker. Or you soon call court. Say court will be a court. Then you know your court.
Okay.
Or you soon right. To challenge the verdict of the court.
Until show back to me the court of appeal and nothing.
You don't have to be a international court.
Hey.
Say I have here because this is the final court. So there is another court above you. You go there. This speaker is serious.
But come as international.
Yes. We see in Afenyo Martins say what Kejabia and yet. Who says say no? People have now left Afenyo Martins and they are looking at speaker. According to say, or not so Jano, and I was saying, I who Jano. One, they say, I'm sure me how who so Jano. By who Jano, they said a Johnny there in I can say.
Okay.
But also Jano, because the one said, Afenyo Martins say, a beji boom. A jiboom so Liberia, Rwanda, and things never.
Mr. That's what Becca says speaker and the declare na you're Afenyo Martins so a pejane sa ekasai. Ye watch a video and baby a jane chance here is so free yenom. A brand speaker a declare you're Afenyo Martins ekacho sa papa there be a seminal Supreme Court and until and you can say who declare na emo my Supreme Court enye and son what declare speaker edin mra e wose odi ye na adwuma e declare asem ye watch a video na emra
to the house and by our standing orders is information I have to give you, and I've done so according to my understanding of the law. Please, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, I thank you for the opportunity to make comments on the communication you have just delivered to the House.
May you kindly refer to the standing orders that you are coming under.
Mr. Speaker, I do not come under any standing orders.
So you may resume your seat then.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, you are the father of this house. And Mr. Speaker, you have communicated to the House a position you've taken. It's been our practice that any time you have come out with a formal communication, you give opportunity to leadership to make a response. Mr. Speaker, if today you do not want me to talk, Mr. Speaker, that should be it. But Mr. Speaker, if you say that...
Honorable member, you got it wrong. It's not the practice of the House that any time I come with a formal communication, I allow members to make comments. That's not the practice of the House. It's never been the practice of any of the houses that I have been member from 1993 to date. I have not had that as any practice of the House. Some speakers, including myself, may entertain some comments from members, but it is not a practice of the House.
Mr. Speaker, if it pleases you, I would like to make some few comments on the matters you've raised, because, Mr. Speaker, these are very grave matters. The matters you've raised are not light matters. They are very grave matters that I would want to comment. And, Mr. Speaker,
so please, you want to seek my leave to make comments?
That is so, respectfully.
Now you agree it's not the practice.
Mr. Speaker,
you are just seeking my leave.
Mr. Speaker, as it pleases you, with your leave. With your leave.
Well, yes, you may do so.
Mr. Speaker, thank you once again for the leave granted me to comment on your communication you just delivered. Mr. Speaker, you underscored your submissions with a very important point, that the matter that came before us has interpretation reliefs, and that you do not have the power to interpret the Constitution, and that your duty is to enforce. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member, you are not listening to me.
Mr. Speaker, may I finish with respect?
All what you said are wrong, so I cannot continue to allow you to keep on misleading the House.
Mr. Speaker, please, if you think that this is your house and you didn't want us to talk, so Mr. Speaker, we should have...
Honorable Majority Leader, you are addressing the Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, you may... Please. I need your protection. They must stop what they are doing.
I'm in charge.
Mr. Speaker, then they may be quiet.
Please.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, in your ruling, my understanding was to the effect that your duty is not to interpret the Constitution. My understanding was to the effect that your duty is not to interpret the Constitution. But, Mr. Speaker, it is important for me to emphasize one more time that when the statement was made by my respected colleague, Dr. Kessel Atufosin, I did draw the attention of the House, including your good self, to the effect that the matter being a very grave matter, I have taken it upon myself to seek the court's interpretation of the matter. Mr. Speaker, indeed. Mr. Speaker, I think
Honorable members, please,
Mr. Speaker,
let's listen to each
I
other.
deserve some respect.
Let's listen to each other.
No, I think it is only fair.
Honorable Majority Leader, please address me. I'm taking care of that. Please,
Mr.
let's
Speaker,
listen to each other.
I did indicate that I have filed a process at the Supreme Court. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, the bailiff of the court had attempted to serve the process on the Director of Legal Affairs, and the Director of Legal Affairs and the entire legal directorate refused service because, according to them, there was a circular stating that they can only be served on Mondays. I saw the circular myself. Subsequent to that, I as hearing the intention of Mr. Speaker to come to a determination in one way or the other, directed service, which is within my rights. Mr. Speaker, yesterday, Parliament was duly served.
Honorable Member, please, I didn't want to interrupt you, but you are the majority leader and the leader of this House. As at the time you were directing service yourself, you took the trouble of coming to Parliament with 2 persons who are alleged to be bailiffs and went to the legal office to yourself, directing officials of the legal office to receive the service. You are a member of Parliament. I am the Speaker. It is my duty to protect your privileges and immunities. In doing so, I had a discussion with the Chief Justice, and we came to an understanding that in the meantime, the Chief Justice issued a directive as to how service of members of Parliament, some officers of Parliament, and the Speaker could be effected. I communicated this to the House and discussed it with you, the leaders. We said that as we go along, we will together, Parliament and the judiciary, particularly led by the Supreme Court, come out with a legislation on this issue of privileges and immunities of Parliament, members of Parliament, and specified officials of Parliament. We discussed this. Based on this discussion, the Chief Justice issued a directive to all registries of courts in the country. And it is stated clearly there that the Speaker can be served on Mondays during working hours. There were reasons why we came to those agreements. You are aware of it. Yet you kept on insisting that service be effected whilst the Speaker was presiding over the proceedings of the House. You, as leader of the House, as majority leader, you are saying that this was service because you threw the court processes on the table and walked away. Is that how you effect service? Please, to quote the common parlance, don't go there.
With respect, for the past 12 years, I have accorded you every respect, and I'll continue to do that no matter. Mr. Speaker, the facts you put out are not true. Mr. Speaker, these are credibility issues, so I will respond for the record. Mr. Speaker, somebody has told you something. Mr. Speaker, you reserve the right to be there to make your point. Let me make my point too. Mr. Speaker, no way. Mr. Speaker, no way. Mr. Speaker, whoever told you, Mr. Speaker, whoever told you that I threw a paper at somebody, this has to do with my credibility. I will not allow hands.
Honorable Member, you don't listen at all.
Mr. Speaker, I do.
I never said
Mr.
you.
Speaker, you said
I never said you threw a paper at anybody.
Mr. Speaker,
I never
Mr.
said
Speaker,
that.
that's exactly what you said. Let the answer check it. Mr. Speaker, that is what you said.
You are being carried away by your
Mr.
anger.
Speaker,
You are not listening.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not angry.
Honorable Member. Honorable Member.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not angry.
I said the court process was thrown on the table in the office. I never stated it was thrown by you at any person.
Mr. Speaker, you said I allegedly said some bailiffs. Alleged bailiffs.
No.
Mr. Speaker, then clarify.
Please.
Mr. Speaker, with
Listen
respect,
to me.
Mr. Speaker, I'm listening.
Honorable Majority Leader, I don't want to proceed to make some orders. Please, resume your seat. I'm very serious about that.
Mr. Speaker.
Please, resume your seat.
Mr. Sadat, video ya o share ye ene yen kane ye former Chief Justice Atukuba, ye papa Atukuba abekasa na ono so say ye speaker we Supreme Court ruling na oye na speaker baby ababidun woni choice bia say obey or say obey Supreme Court and sema or they abeto just say unconstitutional no e say obey na they was say the 2 year na the 2 year obi enso no or the ye article bi ka ho a it is a speaker a obey e betimi atwe no mma me Mr. Sadat ever article no na o tie sema ye papa Atukuba a wono de waye Chief Justice into no okasa onimia oka okote article 2 nya eka e wo ho a speaker a hwe no wa obey Supreme Court e betimi ama no either say any obey free baby a wo no na say obey court imprisonment for 10 years ye ko hwe ye papa Atukuba so article what they eto ho no because that and that ho no or say article 2 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana is about the enforcement of constitution. It includes the following provisions where free papa Atukuba ho and also akoti actually nim die efa asemia baby a or say the Supreme Court can make orders and directions to ensure that the constitution is enforced. 1. Obey orders. Anyone who receives an order or direction from the Supreme Court must obey it. Failure to obey. If someone fails to obey an order or direction, they can be charged with a high crime. The president or vice president can be removed from office if they are charged with a high crime. Punishment for high crime. Someone convicted for a high crime can be imprisoned for up to 10 years and be ineligible for public office for 10 years after their sentence ends. The Constitution also states that the Supreme Court is directly accessible to anyone who believes the right under the Constitution have been violated. Mr. Sadat, punishment for high crime.
No.
The Constitution also states that the Supreme Court is directly accessible to anyone who believes their rights under the Constitution have been violated.
Yes, to speak about me, I say I'm violating the right.
Okay. On submitting the father and
yes.
No, yeah, Court of Appeal now. Oh, okay.
Say a process, down. You can also use that place.
Okay.
Fighting for right. You also have a constitutional position. Where now call an Article 2. Now also have Article 1.
Okay.
Okay. And me say, me have me judge, me lawyer, me
okay.
Article 1 supersede all articles.
Now, Mr. Sadat,
I don't know what is Article 1. I know it's Article 2. Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution. So produce a better media to one read it. What belongs to the people?
Sisia and Mr. Sadat said that the court better me up, Supreme Court, a speaker better me appeal. So I believe we are say Assembly Court Supreme Court bill. And I said,
no, say there is conflict of interest. They call beyond you.
Okay.
International law court.
Okay. Now international law court no here for international mood here na betimi abemu bi abeboa your constitution.
Say international court. Enti be call be ewo.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You understand?
By do hon kwa dia.
Be call ho. E call so me di asem no ho.
Okay. Eti eno sane kodu ho na asane be ye Supreme Court any speaker. And I said, after marking Supreme Court speaker, send a bay.
Send a bay corner. Stand be handle.
Oh, okay.
Anything that made me have a problem with Supreme Court.
I don't know no many problem.
Interpretation. Ruling say a unconstitutional. And no move anything where it falls under unconstitutional.
Okay.
Yes. Violation of your rights.
Now, Mr.
Speak all right. I don't need right.
Yeah, I want right.
Our right, I'll bet you are taking decisions. Constitution now say man no crime say onye nya oye no. So what are they talking about?
Emra ye yankase emra ye ensem. Constitution ye yankase dia.
Now it is the omu we for some Supreme Court before and no more lawyers, and no more dominion rubber. Yes, you have pay as citizens of the republic. One baby a channel. You can also go to the court for violating of your rights. So they have violated our rights. You know, yes, you are court. The court you can say, "Woman, but yes, you say, court assembly."
So that's also a better the international level. A one also a Mray Yakasi Emra, Yakasani a tray yadi. Near the air qua a man on this woman a metro moon tray. No,
I say, Jimmy, Sebi, Jimmy, account. Can you think you want to say? You just imagine what he's doing. Who dear share
video now share no.
Look at his demeanor. Is that how you behave towards your leadership? Oh man, look, your mind constitution.
Article 1 no.
Very well. The sovereignty of Ghana resides in what?
People of Ghana.
Yes. So who are the people? Who are the people? And for whose welfare and the powers of government are to be exercised in the manner and within the limits laid down in this constitution. So you have a limit. You have a limit. And yes, I work again. You run it down. You share one. And you know, say, "Who can say more than profession?" Yes, you are the buga baby. Yes, the law is about wisdom. It's not about your intellectual.
Not buga no more the fast side debate.
Intellectual wisdom, baby.
Okay.
You better challenge the constitution. So who say Afenyomak is a testing constitution, but it is not. They are only testing their political powers. Look, who is the danger in it?
I just watch in danger being the womb.
The day of dissolution.
Hey.
The day of dissolution of parliament.
Ebe kwani say, siden e besi.
One asem no one. Ye die, o say mo na mo muti so our game no mo no. You don't see. Then I get to game no. That is what we are looking at.
So shall be kwani say na baby.
Mama say see I see ko parliament mo so mo. And you say ko dissolve parliament obeko. Because then they share.
Okay.
You could dissolve parliament. That is the law. You dissolve within that seconds, you know, Ghana has no leadership. Within that dissolution, now you find another leader.
Okay.
And let me say, carefully they take you over. That is where Serban says, "See, I call parliament, I dissolution. I think no man can support nine."
Let me say that when you said the Supreme Court can a beer and there ordinary reasons in the bar and never me who say either say for vacant seat, you know, back to parliament and answer MBA. And ebe mo bia hu ni gina el parliament and I also say
asem na wo ka nti ase na enye dwuma o man mu ha o enti o man mra na ase
ti ase no
enti no bia etwe na basa na omo so mo tie etwe na mo say we mo mo ajimi fo je fa ha ma o
na hwe enti ase na wo senke kosai mayen
Bami papa speaker one kasa gete o two constitution
okay
e ko two standing orders who share Afenyomak is beginning there no Obisani. Obisani say, "Asem na Odiban is it part of our standing orders?" You see, that means in the first place, no who can no what from?
Okay,
how from? But per his discretion, or no pair, so I'm opportunity. Okay, I mean to you. Now so a chinchina say, or the running the Juman Kasano, that talking will not come. Won't kasa o ma o kwan kasa because to make us say run say. Pay the standing orders, resume your seat. Oh, said finally now the buffet no can say resume your seat. After that now there's nothing you can do. The orders are there. Oh, say within the limits. So you can't go beyond limits.
Okay.
But for now, look, the constitution is packed. Professor Mills, I'm funny crazy. Omo buy now, omo here say, omo here review. Book look here say.
Okay.
Because every word, the person who explaining to the lowest level now, you better show one full book.
Okay.
One way. Limit. You have a limit to the law. What is saying? Constitutional actual. And yes, sir, Tlala San Obetia say, Supreme Court for a Article 2, protecting own interest. Because that is what is protecting the court.
Okay.
We can also come out as citizens and quote baby a constitution say our right has been violated. And also yes, your right has been violated. And on the baby is saying, let us start saying young Mr. Amikacho say Afenyo Martins was so Jebia, Yanshia, Liberia, Rwanda, and Lupine than Onamson.
Hey,
yes.
Etana was Sonny yet.
Yes, Liberia, Rwanda, because at the end of the day, remember by NDC MPP.
Because
he was making a statement against the speaker, say or BD NDC. And you know, Wakeja. And you say, okay, NDC, okay, I'll see NDC for so they will now be looking at NDC MPP. Meanwhile, the substantive matter, assembly they say we never for the interpretation is Article 97. As we enter one say. Esanka oba beye odi sani rule eba no original constitution so say per the position of the constitution no ni o kan no unconstitutional but
and then odi beba and then odi beba
me some brands no fa the rule nimra and then beba ka je say unconstitutional
so no the reason
what polluti e have first say dey nye and the reason be odi beba bia no take it say are there any reasons to odi ba this is what it means
etu sha baby adu no enkoye ma speaker na say be koye diama no
adia no say omo plan say omo G2 me fi yesem
ehin for na planning
MPP for MPP for
okay
omo nkan dey carry this constitution and right from day one they have been doing everything possible to discredit the 1992 constitution so as here and no more year did mo fe no mo nya o nipa wa betina akonya no so as the chief justice come now chief justice enim yebu a ho no me pon ho
okay
face to face when they do commander me come high Emma I don't feel like going there again but the next time I'll fight them in public.
Hey
yes
we fight
one on one. We need chief justice enim yebu former chief justice one on one. My meeting former chief justice Theodora Wood one on one.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, I make a constitution that work on. And your mumra, etimem formra. And in Wood, they show us as so.
Okay.
Member, you want to say Titimrana, a way Trimun or the Majuma.
Na sapena omiti wo no mo wa ban mu ana na omo ko ma homiti.
You can put me na me drink constitution to na me nim ye wa ban mu.
Okay.
But me meeting Theodora Wood no. Na NDC na wa ban.
No, okay.
Na NDC na wa ban. And I'm meeting Chief Justice Enimi Ibuana MPP in the Wabane.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
All on constitutional matters. Me, if you dare, after them, I have never gone to any of them again. Let me say one of the those Akufa those Bakubi say also trouble be quiet.
Mr. Sadat, into Osha a foot ya papa Achukuba Ediama speaker ya. Ehun here. And I said, who here?
Because of protecting the interests of the court.
Okay.
But Mamino Shehon is not trying to protect the interests of the court.
Sana Wuhuno, and I said,
Chief Justice Theodora. Sorry.
Get you talk on no. Yeah, get you talk on.
Your ladyship, Mr. Wafacheme. Or the who for the politics.
Okay.
Because as somewhere political talk, a political matter, and anybody who is neutral in this our democracy I participate. Bekacho said no, you are treading a dangerous course because a honor, a whole true, a honor yambu adio. And a handsome I say a why you boadier who's a court to be a syring and then Adodanko Akufo Ado, President of the Republic, me can waha. Am I a court to luso credibility?
Then why I will call Mama court and lose credibility.
And that is administration, and I didn't call court. I call ransapi, escata court. It didn't see that. Under the Fourth Republic, it didn't see that. And he didn't opache. And I said, get opache. I can't change power.
Mr. Sadat, ruling no any judge 7 and it's now so emu 5 I say unconstitutional emu 2 dear or man yan 2 eno so so mo say
omo tu no omo si die
omo de omo ejina speaker afa omo say the speaker here ene de na ka omo hu bibibia omo ye unconstitutional
media me say court na wo formula
okay
omo formula de do on to be babontin abeka che say final answer ni no ugo kan pe omo say content
okay
but ababontin abeka che say unconstitutional yes you be say fa na unconstitutional no and also ka che say na odi baba e le twen
okay
e ahwe be bia e unconstitutional na say yes you say ni oye no constitutional you be contested because the law gives you the opportunity.
Okay.
Who says shall say, oh, violation of your rights? Yes, who bet me up for court say no. Supreme Court is violating the rights of Ghanaians, and I'm a citizen, and I'm speaking for citizens. Many don't maybe do it.
Na de bia okwa asem say e 666 and ayura fenyo marking NTS and all the akọ Supreme Court. Supreme Court so be chesiki mu na siki so ko siki a e de bi na speaker betimi ejina so say
mami siki wako school mako school
mo fa speaker constitution na okoti e de rule asem no e to so e mami declaration no ni siki ho na article 97 no fa so e mami na Mr. Sadat enhwe eye EFGH yo.
So if you are sick, that means you are going to look for something. I mean, yes. NTCC ano MPP akonya so. And we PFP parliament so. Now I call Bondi say me compare another seat. The parliament so. They say wo no akonya ben so pa na wote. Huh?
Okay.
Yes, Mranu the amount for 4 years. But 4 years now so. And I want to say no, me go pray what say. Say automatically what you want.
Eti de okay, we di tum say do na ka say o senka Supreme Court etwe say nipa 4 no e ba eye omo aso eye no mo bi so omo nsensem no. O no omo ya adwen.
Yeah, they have right.
Okay.
Because muna mudi a problem in Naba. And the people in Charlie, they say there constitutional crisis, a rule of law crisis.
Hey.
Because Mrana Mudi, you know, according to Mudi, attention. And I need to be like Kasa. And one say, "You show corner." They say, "Hey, you didn't know what you did." Oh, and do be no way, you know. But all is catching. Say, even the devil. I love that word. Even the devil on the throne can never change anything. And it's on one who's obey devil, yeah. Okay, no, see. Me because of a devil. But say obey no who's obey devil la. She will never succeed.
Then the best.
But me, the law work. The law, look, the law is not for you. What they are forgetting, the law is not for you. Article 1. They don't know. Supersede everything. Somebody too, huh?
Yeah.
Obviously, the sovereignty will of the people reside in the people. The sovereignty will of the country reside in the people. So you Supreme Court, you are not the people. Parliament is the people. So where is the power? No common sense should tell you something. Yes, you don't disobey the court. The court should see disobey the people.
It's and the power no e won sem Supreme Court and access Parliament.
Power no Parliament. The nation's power is in Parliament. And only
na the nation power no Parliament there e ba ne say and the Supreme
Court politics no. Anything I see omo politics.
Na Mr. Sadat me feel no be the asema ba say minima na me dia politics be e na wom.
Can you create the paper no?
Okay.
Asem no di ba ni say you see constitution article 97 clause say say okay sanity yampa no
na womre mu no sana was Supreme Court edi asem bia was ba na kachia na
efi baby efi ba no.
Okay. Odi ka hwe kwansa.
Yes, baby asem ni fi ba no. Say atemi timi fi sorry fi ba na okodi asem efi market e ba.
Yeah.
No. Where the matter is coming from, you look at that place, and then you carve the matter to see them. Anything I work on, anything I share sad here, and then I share A chaser who say we are different from the people that are coming to you. You don't behave like them. Now say if you are behaving like them, they may you not touch any baby. They are treating you like them. Baby, I have to say yes serious. Because me my cow has a Fenyo Martins is trading a very dangerous cause. President Swababoti, we are going to fiercely resist whoever undermines the democracy we are practicing. So what is Supreme Court doing? Is Supreme Court not undermining our democracy? The democracy we are practicing is not coming from Supreme Court. President should be aware. And the only one, oh, me see, who say, two constitution, I say, that is their plan. Yes, all they are doing to discredit the constitution.
Hey,
Argentina, Obibe go to constitutional position. Now in your ruling, you couldn't come and tell us anything about that position. No, it's unconstitutional. What they are doing, they should be careful. Yes. The law doesn't belong to you. So you need not to be changing the law. You need not to be interfering.
So omunya for reason in mind. Then a trust of Samra no.
At the end thing I will say unconstitutional one for reason ama. Me put that one for reasons in my ruling. Bring the reasons. Let's go into it before we ruling about. And then normal done be say.
It will show the word unconstitutional now. It be say automatically no.
Unconstitutional. Then tell us Article 9 is unconstitutional. Article 2 is unconstitutional. Article 97 clause DH blah blah blah.
You see, and
those constitutional positions are unconstitutional.
And then some of them.
Then usually come with those things before you come with the unconstitutional position.
To come a reason emra.
Yes. Really tell us your reasons. Who be catching say I didn't unconstitutional. But any reason you are bringing no. Say and say contestation is a challenging court.
It's also more than
yes, almost to 3 come by force. That is what we are doing. Say I didn't hear unconstitutional. That means the position the speaker took was not coming from the constitution. That is unconstitutional.
Okay.
But if it is coming from the constitution, they come and explain the position of the constitution. That is the interpretation.
It's also unconstitutional now.
Unconstitutional. Like Omuna ya declare seat vacant, you know. Unconstitutional. Meanwhile, no constitution, you know, Article 97 says Obia Obefi Parliament. Obeko outside. Obeko seeking from another seat, you know. You have vacated the seat. The word vacate, you know, is not coming from speaker's mouth. It's coming from the constitution. It's coming from the constitution. Oh man, look, the unconstitutional is unconstitutional.
So, Mr. That's when you're okay. You see, the Supreme Court say unconstitutional.
Oh, no, unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional.
So, reason
because she has never quoted any constitutional position.
Mr. That's another reason no omode eba. You find say omode eba. Now wow, obeka atira no contempt me
actually contempt. Say so we say unconstitutional. Me say constitutional. And you so me call I don't much coach me position because what your position you. So when you say position, I me can me there difference.
The position of for reason can who you.
Me so much me position.
Also for reason can.
Or the reason ba the reason baba. Say am Mami, something no
Supreme Court say unconstitutional. I also say constitutional.
Yes.
I didn't now say constitutional.
Me see, or no unconstitutional is unconstitutional. But the person me qualified here is inconsistent. Okay. Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution.
Okay.
On only position, her unconstitutional is inconsistent with Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution.
I didn't say inconsistent. Article 1. Hey.
I said, who person me explaining?
She said the whole chair Supreme Court also there. And Sana also do there. I can't.
Yes. What about rolling? Me say is.
It's a reason. Then I will expect a free Supreme Court.
I'm from Rwanda here. Me near one more dream. My politics no more. So we are fair. We have fidelity to the law. And I ain't make me a kaya because we are speaking it as it is. But they are politicizing things. So you cannot even predict what will come. So they should come out and let's hear. Say first, you need to say unconstitutional, unconstitutional. Explanation is run media, me baby, me generally say, on the country say, the position of the speaker is unconstitutional, but not what he did. He did it because of the constitution. Also, no more than
that's the difference. No,
the difference is, listen, more than assembly. Assembly, more than say, Nyawayenu is unconstitutional.
Come on, can I say?
A DNA man here, Nyawayenu. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And yes, Nyawayenu. But DNA man here, Nyawayenu. That's what you should talk about.
See, Supreme Court, they have what come was to see.
Omu can Nyawaye. But Omu can Nienti or yes, sir. Me one, they want to court for Nienti or yes, sir. Are we serious? See, no Nienti or Papa, yes, sir. Who the old Debbie, who say your own constitutional. After no Baba chain Nienti, who explain who unconstitutional, my own. But a Nia Papa, yeah.
And then I'm Mr. That for it to have some money, and they. Electoral Commission Eden Kaibo kese abetu eja no ma train enipa dodo a omo expect say afi omo beto aba enemi wo mu bi wa o hwe mi wo Mr. Sodat so e wo nipa dodo no mu edim almost over 18.7 million people expected to vote on December 7th. Let's say
what is over? Maybe I do you the over ever. Be specific. You have number of people on your voter register.
Okay.
You know the total. And you are expecting this number that is on your voter register. You don't come and tell us over. Over for what? We should be specific. We are dealing with computers. I don't take it.
No, I cannot offer.
Oh, me. Ah, mommy, I said better. Over 18.something people expected to vote.
Yeah, share press release that and they almost about abonting.
Look, we should be specific.
Okay.
We should be specific. Ye nipa dudu na register. And then nipa dudu na way register.
Omo press release.
Kasi say nipa dudu say na way me register.
Mrs. Lat, Osha almost summary press release in me voter register ne ho a eke de to suma me ke bem de pa. Almost total number of voters on biometric register no 18,000. Iska bebre nipa bebre. Total number of special voters 131,000 ni etwe oba ase hon so a your voters without biometric data and also ewa ha kika ni nyina ebo mu no start free baby na say branches ne dorso your absent voters, transfer voters, voters of multiple list anyama bebre
go for ya kai enu na edi bokro no enu na edi sisi ade enu na edi di omanya.
Okay.
And yeah, your your intentions. Tell us specifically the figures you have on your voters register, so that we can measure. Who can say expected? What are you expecting?
No, share press release and the ECD about Bontain. Or see the total number of valid voters for 2024 general election is 18,000. Mr. Salatu, Muzimini kakama me misremo. 18 million. Muzimini kakama me enino aye mumbie mumaye. Bie mubi kahon, bie ni kakaka hon. Kosua bie mame.
Where are they,
18,774,159 and a dahonum. Where the total number of valid voters for 2024 general election. Over as there was equal to Mr. Salatu Muni.
We shall pay me
over equal to 18,640,811 voters with biometric data and a wohono. And a over B no swa. You see 130,000,478,000 special voters and I seen so 1,008 and my family space now when you menim sa 870 voters without biometric data. Next omuka bibia ebo mu no etiti be free mu no A plus B plus C no 18,774,159 valid voters. Mr. Sadat, a press release is today abre on my Ghana and Diamond TV. Who say na uso mu say anope
18,000
18 million
774,159 valid
voters
very well so who buy me figure here with here
okay
na ma fa no be trim
okay
at the end of the day the year election say we now send the figures back na ya call tabulation
okay
na ya TTV film na ya say okay ya uka no e ya fa but say one mama exact figure now we catch him say expected so I will not buy it.
Okay
it's not go catch him say publicly know this figure we pay about 200
okay
this is valid voters. You have been specific on air.
Number yeah na yede yisi de beto abontin dodo a ebeto abano aya eboa pa ema abato ne ewia dodo na timi o analysis e wo ho ana
yes
okay
information dissemination maybe I would have to ho what can say na obi ana wo bi how betimi nya but who the public na media e publish it goes to so many people
okay
then everybody can sit down and can analyze if I will say say we're nationwide nationwide and now ya election say we now voting na ko ebe say nationwide calculation na ko 18 million 8,000 let us say Libya to Chima
let's say number na be dos wasin
yes
the only can the bab
ya ka say we valid voters near 18,700 and something 18 million 700 but so one first figure number mama ehu na man ko emi calculation hu say aburu so me na me hu say we mu na so we mu
okay
you see we are in technological world everything should be transparent but in that pefe because computer there everything is calculated and about and buy over no a more specific some say blah 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 we just do happen who we are na ma total figure who the 2% so we are now percentage
okay
and you know why can't you put figures there so that we the mathematicians can be doing our calculations behind scenes
okay
so
over no yes right hand natural over the share or easy and true over right hand our share my easy no and then do over
and right hand because you are speaking for easy
yeah
and anything you do if it is wrong it goes against easy
yeah
can say be a woman why wrong it and easy easy na because you are speaking for easy. That is why easy don't take anybody anyhow to be their mouthpiece. No. And you can say
okay.
Say offend media house. Now also all publishing and they say we are quack journalist.
Media house no a reporter and a fast story no.
Or a quack journalist.
Mr. Sadat answer na ye be kono me ko twa me hono ma jema boa fanka to maba me ba ye di be wie kra na anope ye ne NDC na NPP de aka nyina atoa mo so
Zadiaba and Diamond TV Film Production yasaka ye hu bio munim say ye ka ye ho ana ye ma papa nko a ene ye de bebra be ma wani age and say wo kai ye movie ye de bra mo a ye tu ni di jai enibre season 2 Yasadiaba ahone na chade ne wono and say ye season 1 no sa ene ye season 2 na season 2 ni de ye abruso yani musoma twaya che anunti abrena enie sister hey me say jaya ni brain one show season 2 na why your hu asa your hu me pesa ba your hu nti ye yi ni Monday to Friday Monday to Friday no ye wi Friday na yet na se me ne mapamfo ekukudam ye twi movies ra ni abasa adoso makomo asuko na wonso offer afutuo ade wom ade ba ko a eya na mani ka anase ema mani ji Diamond TV Production and say One season 1 na ye no. Okay season 1 no. Say bia we fi ha ho kra. Yes, I repeat season 1 ni nyina the amount. Ye yi from Monday to Friday no. Na Sunday. What me a hwe ni nyina. Ye bo ni nyina tofa. Na Sunday ye repeat ni nyina asan the account. Me say who show ni etawade. Who send the from ni asan tawade. Who pay na opade. Anu ti sia me. Mami chwa do na from me sodi. Our Diamond TV so every Friday bia 7:30 p.m. na wo be nshira. Zadiaba and Diamond TV Film Production. Yasaka ye hu bio. Munim say ye ka ye ho ana ye ma papa nko a ene ye de bebra be ma wani age. Ane sa wo kai. Eye ye movie a ye de bra mo a ye tu ni di Jai Anibre. Season 2 Yasadia ba. Ahone na chade ene wo no ane. Se de ye season 1 no. Sa ene ye season 2. Na season 2 ni de ye. Abruso. Yani musoma twa che anunti abrena enie sister hey me say Jaya ni brain one show season 2 na wa ye ho asa ye ho me pesa ba ye ho nti ye yi ni Monday to Friday Monday to Friday no ye wi Friday na yet na se me ne mapamfo ekukudam ye chi movie sra ni abasa adoso makomo asukọ na wonso offer afutuo ade wom ade ba ko a eya na mani ka anase ema mani ji Diamond TV Production and say one season 1 na ye no okay season 1 no say bia we fi ha ho kra yes I repeat season 1 ni nyina the amount ye yi from Monday to Friday no na Sunday what me a hwe ni nyina ye bo ni nyina tofa na Sunday ye repeat ni nyina asan the account me say who show ni etawade who send the from ni asan tawade who pay na opade anu ti sia me mami chwa do na from me sodi. Our Diamond TV so every Friday bia 7:30 p.m. na wo be nshira.
For sedem di kaka and Mr. Sadat apeju ewa ha mechima beno na yedini na aba eviye Mr. Sadat for last word etu eja ema me na yen sorry
me last word ni say ye nua afenyo markings e jana waso ye hwe say e bedum jam
okay
ye mpanyimfo no omo di oman enim da omo use constitution ni da no omo yi sa NDC NPP ni fi omo adwum
okay
no mu dwi oman mra no because speaker wan sorry anye ade ni keke wan sorry say onu na declare state no o say constitution ni say say obi ye say ni say a say na kire enti no say wo say nia speaker e kan about the constitution no onu interpretation no so we ni a now they are court they say ka court no explain it wa
okay
enko ka say all man performing back that is interference and mestre or my nyina Ghana for nyina and kai who say court is not the final
okay
Supreme Court is not the final authority of the constitution but speaker is the head of the people
and so therefore the unconstitutionality of the position of the Supreme Court is in contravention with Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution. And the law must work.
Rule of law must work.
Ebusiafo, you see her saying, and then me did say, what's your BB and your church show BB. Na NDC NPP communicators no, or more abedru. Me try me honey maja, boy from cat, so my baby, yeah, bet was.
sakrodo ejatin woni kwatin eni adontin eni fa patete ko ma potin ko ka asem otu adwam me fra se tete omode ko yenti
no ba ma me sa trate no ni won o te me ka hu mi me mbada ni ko hemachi mi mo tia ada na ma brabo aha wo bo ni pa na wo ye ho ti sa sa wo na wo suro ana wo ba me ni mo be ka te me
Take my food.
What kind of a some way I have between me and you. About the same and obit here.
Can I come a choke? Tell him stop an hour on my new back. Now 3 days. 3 hours.
One portal. When you see us, man, what?
A telephone mama something. Just send only a hippie telephone 1 year kululu. I want to confess do fear 7. Akwa kodi adie. Sabe pa wo bua. Ni bibia ye ne fa.
Hey! The bedin for. Nya wo mo ye. Sakwara we pine ni mu de dwa ne ho fefe. E me man so mo ye din. Da ko to wa ma che na mo yin. E ka che me si akola na o chef. E be so ndi pizza. Akola na o be wi asin. Akola ki to so e be ndi pizza.
Wouldn't you have to that so one? Sankawa mu ya kam mame akwanyare. Yes.
What's it? Me say, I did you. No fair man. Take the party. Who to call him? I did back. What can't say from out. We are say obey.
To the woman you buy say. And you will mobo. Ti woni abada ye kura aba kokura ni. Woni abada ye. Ade woni ndi waye. Ade na ye wo boda man na se woni su na biri wo. Ade na ade ye wo de na busuan ye ade ye wo. Ade be mu. Why fear? Wo boda man na woni su na biri wo. De wodi ye busuan no ni me ya wa wodi she busuan.
Mame Samu akwa bebio se dem di kankan yemia NDC ni no abedru na NPP ni ne de bibinti no wantime amma na NDC no wa haidie metwuma ben mama na kwaba na yahye komotwetwe no ase na NDC na mesa aka no Daniel Ampo ama oye NDC communicator obe kwabna o mate kwabna na o say kwabna ko
na me adum
bibi aboko ji
na me adum ene mo pa
keda Christian say na mo presidential candidate running mate obi ahun ye
ba won so man no bibi aji nsem nti no o sorry a empaibo ne abotre ne nyame sere se ade be chi bia no sa de ne ye 1 cedi a e bompa se beka 1 cedi ho because as a normal Ghanaian no mo faith so economy na ejama omomo ye se be protecting man am am say ene na baby kra niema bibiri e bo hye omo hye nyina mse ni na ani ho a akoye nti no ye de ho atu nyame so na enim say nyame so be di asema man nti come December 7th na me say Ghana fa beto abapa ena me ansa beto aso no me be say me chia me papa
okay
the nation builder Bema Osea Oyo His Excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama amedana sene ne vision ne niema ne abadaye ne osompo de beso man ya Ghana fo ahu a sia no obi agya tum sa mpa ono no Osea Oyo ti kam December 7th na mbehwe ena ye maame
Professor Nana Jino Poku Ajiman na be di akire na badaye ne hu ne niema ho nti no say wamaye ma nso beti de after 2C70 nti no ya hye bibia friend Women's Bank be boa ye maame dwadifo ye nuama nom obi obodua obi ofane ma o China whatever business aye a oyo banko ade say obeti de nti no mombo modin na come December 17 no wonto abama NDC ne na manyoko e back down me am boss we t-shirt here e bon say honorable incoming PC for Amasaman said them Kwaku Afanyo
on ka JDM hono
ono ka JDM no hwa ayo batampa ayo bema si oyo Amasaman constituency ayo bema si oyo ayo bi a o abadaye o sompa otie nti me no ka say no because of otie nti no o meye MP mpo no nyema awaye na say sitting MP mpo no he is nowhere to be found nti no me catch here Amasaman fo nyina say come December 17 no momianto abama honorable Kwaku said them afenyo na o ma be PC because I didn't na make can say omo share ye bo be ka say year of fruits ye can cry 97% of fruits in Amasaman is still sanyete ye can cry yensu sem e Amasaman et sanyete ye can cry education sector in Amasaman et sanyete ye can cry niama bebre a aban share bono say bakukure ni ho a abai wa Amasaman constituency na honorable said them afenyo no ofa to ne ho so Dexis schools chip compounds na empata because empata enoma nkura ne niama yemu ma na chese any operation no ye ka se ne no kokodwa ashona chips compound say it's in operation me catch us see no ya ye bibia ma ekoso just aban ni badaye ma Amasaman constituency ti mistre come December 17 no umi nyina ntu abama se de mafenyo se ne be ya sa ne ma we nyina no ebekoyi
amate kwabna ye mowura mo e parliament ho nsema akoso eye busuminie ayede ekokoma busumi mpo akọ na wie ya enche bia ebewu no e fa Supreme Court sensem no enrada ejebe janya aba abedru Supreme Court ruling no and a speaker declaration of 4 vacant seats ho sensem no Supreme Court e dia betu you say unconstitutional kwabna the Supreme Court ababekan usomuse
me da say say yebu oman na obi kan bibi say obi ye bibi nti no bi nso be ye bibi na de ekọ no ye wo politics boom eni ye wo mrahye niam nso wo
politics ne de he
politics ne say MPP amanyeku a political party NDC amanyeku a political party eni ye wo law no mrano ho it is mrano ye mra momiemfa ma emfa mrakwan so na politics a momiemfa emfa political way adenti na meka sa obi be ye bi e ka say enye hwe constitutional obi abe bi e say unconstitutional momienhwe adenti na meka sa one MPP amanyeku agitum say at least obi a derive the constitutional right and so be any political party whatever from the ordinary constitutional yinayama it's no here so at the moment you to abama as MPP candidate no be parliamentarian no automatically no you are serving the people okay that is constitutional ina ebano party sema omanka say indicate o constitution we say at the moment ube twi ho fi omamanyoku mu no that means a man ho kwan ma meye amanyoko ni bum logically no na eba no party say na logically na tiro say adwin mu mpo ni be tiro say untimi nyina ho ma MPP for a particular place intina yenya koto omoso aba no omoyi omofi ho no omoso party ni man chese omonye party ma biom inti onye party man no say there be sad there you will be a friend independent nti obeko independent no kra no oko independent but oko independent na official officially no oko submitting nomination forms oh is in a chere say ampa oni amanyoko ni biom no mangasa amanyoko ni nso no ehihye kyerɛ saa de ne pepepe fita nti adekonti America say yemfa politics emfra ye legislative niema baba we ye set presidents bi kyerɛ say eye kra na ye okwan efa so de nti emu nkyeremu no ombeko parliament de say ye be but adwin mu no say wo ye 8 na me ye 10 logically amount be majority nti no Mjidi is Speaker of Parliament. That is the experience Honorable Right Abang Babin. Nyame ya adom no mokwa. With the unim as a speaker, no, with the unim as Mrasheni for several years. Let me say it will transpire. It's made the America say yenye muma ono come that day no mokwa.
Yenye muma speaker.
Sisi abibia bedi ne office back. Okay. Nti ono na edu ho a obe de ese oye. Nti ne nhwe de ba kosi. But me catch a Ghana for one per se. Me and for Amanyosem emfra can say legislative way because we are setting a precedence be at that be behind Chima. It's no mommy and ready BC. Meaning they make a more ready BC or parliament. Me ready BC. But the core any to be frank and try but that should be
the Supreme Court a year in the entry and the speaker in the entry.
The speaker is perfect. It's not me starting. The Supreme Court there no entry because yemfa Amanyosem and beyebra.
Because you know kwabna Supreme Court the otinifie and I refer your marking e dey asama bre no say on tibi asintimu ntremu ema no etino nya Supreme Court na eba emu obi na de bre no e no wo ye no say de wo so wo ye no no etino no oya o de Amanyosem efra
etino tie the make catch on say say o say waye one it may catch or say opa has taken from so many years in parliament when a friend is saying say chairman Sabonsu or a leader of parliament that is or a leader or a majority leader in parliament then in Niama akoso na Haruna Honorable Anura Idrisu or ye speaker or ye can say minority leader and then a course what I say me ma adeba mo hu say adebi wo ha ye kotenase ne ye ka ansa yatra ye hye akoba bi ese ko but sorry akoye obi die e be ka say ye koto de ne bodwe fine ne be so oti ase ne say leader your leadership okay we do say busam say buy no or seek advice from say chairman Sabonsu and answer o seek advice efi he who say oh yeah there wo hwe wachi the see wachi anso wako wanim but we no of course say I say may emphasis in quote be papa eye ohene intino me ye kra na e ba ko bu atan wo ahemfie intino enkosi hwe
esem to asa o ye de hie
e bi na akosi ni but me ka chom say yes certain yastic bia man ye nchiri madachi nti asem bi say na ba adwin logically no mo ya sen even mpo ye to aba ni wie ye npo no na ye 137 ba ko na be side mo automatically no na mabaye den mabaye majority nti na mpo na adwin mpo no there must be a backdoor consensus na I beka nti say you must say o ma for mu wadi a me ka chere mo with the NDC side ne de ye nka hwe but you heard the speaker belen beko akoka on the floor of parliament ye beko biana ye beji ato because we believe in the rule of law what I say ye ntomra ye jim ready because ye part in sensem na gina mraso nti no eno de ye nkasa but ye be see your parliament biana ye be di akire we are okay with the BC of parliament because see ya can any other back to the speaker say onye de ye nti de obey no we will just follow the precedents but ye catch here
eti no mo be fa ne say Supreme Court e can say the city here and that's one mo ani ni ye e ya obi be wo mu ana mo be hu ne say mo be hu Supreme Court ne say
adwem ye nyina nim say speaker Mrs Speaker Supreme Court ye ndi ni ye adwem no tie man camera no tie ni say adwem
no
because I didn't make us numbers nimpo ye saying in a NPP for party no constitution nimpo ne kire say at the moment ahwe de dey hosting adoye hwe de nkofo pi omo president so ho oh until no say logically you say enya sa fine say e boko ye kokọ yanim
ujiri se be asem no aba bedru no speaker betimi de asem na court of appeal ama asem na international level one
it's in America just say ye James Amano he's experienced nti ono no side there mintimi nka but the Supreme Court there ba no na me so ma kire ma adwen ho but the me so make can say he is experienced onim the so nti de nyina ye hwe de ebesi
estimate was speaker na ekom ntokwa amamu ana
speaker nko ye ntokwa ama speaker onim mra na wo hyem ya hyemra speaker eko de mra na eka speaker nko NDC mra ma no speaker nko bibi ama but the Ghana for esu no na speaker pese oye
ye Supreme Court no omo adeye mu no omo ekasa uye hwan e wo se obe ye pachukuba abecha na adwen afa nia ekosom e wo eye parliament na Supreme Court na o kire se wo Supreme Court e ruling na abase ye unconstitutional no se eye speaker ebuso anase wantia emran betimi achi no okoti article 2 mo fa so ema me na me ma kwabna enhwe nia ye papa achukuba ekafa article 2 no ehu na o kire se wo share eye omaima your first gentleman, second gentleman, and a third speaker eye third gentleman. Na emrane actually say wa ubebu eye Supreme Court elders so no. First gentleman, second gentleman dear. Ye for mo enko baby na emom obi ade na dwuma beto ho na wako. And the third gentleman no one na waka nyina no aside vice and president no omo pe and obi ade na kunya beto. Obi oka bia ehemra no ase. Yen share sanipa no asotwe a ewo ho edema sanipa no punishment for high crime kwabna wuti some wani ye uhuni clear some convicted of a high crime can be imprisoned for up to 10 years and be ineligible for public office for 10 years after sentence end. Let's say after 10 years no timi hold the public office bia bio and ebio so no na juma na waye no obakopie mu ewo prison for 10 years. That punishment when the woman aside vice president and president no sending to free wa obi bia shasa emrawe ase etu you as a speaker at disobey Supreme Court emrawe betimi action no when the area eye achukuba eka no uhu ni se woni ne ye
this is the law emphatic stated very clear intino me sense it should be it's in America say he is well experienced.
Okay.
Or Mashebejo Mache. I'm say from 2002 was so ever. Watch it. You know, he's the most experienced in parliament as we speak. Intino, Mesa Kabiem, Udim the SOE. Okay. Intinian man. But the meme can say, Yen she send isi ye niema. Isi fa. Because the air, you know, we are safe. Oh, the Bejama in Chiman so because semi parliamentarian ni automatically no mako file as an independent candidate. I dream. Me ba parliamenta me represent a certain people. With their tickets from the MPP and I said the NDC. Now say me constituency the same constituency. Now I'm not representing them. I'm campaigning for myself as a parliamentary, independent parliamentary candidate. I dream logically, no. I'm say, and yet, and try. It's in a mere say, dear, and Nadia, a Kajudia, or Chebe, Abladia, but the make can say, moment for ye and 2 years. Difference, they say, your political near my account parliament. In your legislative win because we represent a political party, a political. So ntino si anhwe ne am ye hu ne amfa yi anto ye ne de fra that bia favoritism will always appear. It will not be Ghana first, but it will be a particular political party first.
Yeah, Papa for as speaker and show leadership. It's as a current parliamentary standoff on them is embarrassing. Won't it yeah Papa for Adriana?
Yes, America say yes, Mesanka say no. I didn't think America say yes. Yes, ne wakasa but busa ho say na me say busa ho say inka o say chairman sabunso honorable inka ba be do say ana who say with leadership no yo enye ni na na betina bedwam kasa enye ni na na beto tena bedwam bageni
so hwa ka yera o say chairman sabunso ko be ya
inka be this level inka ya twasumpo because ya akabe 25 days and 24 days to an election. In I've been parliament, it means less than 1 month. So I'm compa. Then ye oh, think honorable afeno marking or drain Ghana for one. I make a big the first one I'm a coya, and can I send come banker, or better, and this is for right in part. Come into the house, my can say speaker, and you always say, this is your seat, Montanasi, but Mubunu, more respecting the rule of law, you are in, it's in that non only.
Now, only Mr. Parliament when it says speaker ever by insider, it was said both majority minority be at na kunya so, and send a speaker abba. And you can speaker ever a big jina when a bit to it's no, and no son, no send no mobile.
Yen him say there are issues.
Okay.
Yen him say there are him say one in Parliament. Most of the things, if you don't form quorum, you cannot debate. You cannot even say anything. Yeah. Until the only thing that you don't form quorum, mokasa na your trust na you're calling you off because you cannot do any business.
Na so the work I didn't na NDC. Most of that time, ma kwa kontra mo konya so mo din bobɔ ho. Na mo kɔtena eye MP before konya so mo so din bobɔ ho. Mo yisa mo so mo hadwen wo hoside.
In America say the only thing I guess me say they should be in the house. Na speaker.
The house no mo betena he.
That means meaning word for Ghanaians. I didn't tell America say meaning word for Ghanaians in the sense your most of the things I say pass answer your core elections and answer ben edina komia at work. It is all during Ghana when on new party when on say I saw akonya so a mere chair so you be in the house now go push speaker of parliament to the wall to do the right thing can man me do posenka Supreme Court would give this verdict that day he knows what he's supposed to do. He is very matured in parliamentary affairs. Yes, I do easy. But because of Omondre, they don't have respect, they don't have regard for Ghanaians, how Ghanaians are going through in internal. They think
automatically speaker the catch NDC that minority some moments na majority for Kunya. And I'm one I must say what declared automatically more for majority na better na ho. Mami hu ehon.
Or no declaration near Kobe be after declaration in Pono. Okay, numbers nimpa. Na make na dream no logically no.
There be
okay declaration na 1 2 numbers near saying. Yeah, and cannot numbers near saying. Inti na make trust fine. See ye tax so whatsoever MPP Amanyoko na no more minority. They're supposed to be in the house so that they will push a speaker to the wall to do that declaration for them. Logically, it's simple.
One time, because then what me akwa so mic aka such speak.
Intino, and no chile say omo Ghana at heart. Because on doing Ghana for intino, they are ready. They are paused to make sure say they won't go outside. They will be in the house so that speaker will says na mini anum adena mujina ho na mpomagas oh daddy the kind the senka ya komenu ya ba ye tax na nko no a o se o ye wo parliament nka we declare
na mo de mo ahu se kunya na mote so no MPP for kunya na mote
we only know say at that very agent moment we were the majority. The speaker has the mandate, speaker has the power to say minu na mesremo
mo ya majority na kunya na eso na di na ebobɔ ho mu di na ebɔ ho
but if parliament on that day we are abiding by the declaration of the speaker. It's an agreement or by the minimum can say ABCD. It is here, I say ABCD. Say, we believe in the rule of law. We will just obey it. It's the member can say, Honorable Afeno Markins, he don't have Ghana at heart. He don't have Ghana to get anything out of your more making ruling and man. Into the member say, me catch Ghana for say MPP for dream omo party ma ho MPP for dream akonya ho MPP for nwe niama kese a ewo ho an kese ye kan magana nya ne fa ho ni MPP for nwe se e-levy nsensem ho a esi etwam MPP for nwe se gain nsensem ho a esi ehwe ni etwam MPP for nwe ade ehia Ghana for omo de omo nkonwa ne omo party ho nkonwa so den ke den ka e man ekopie Supreme Court.
But if our last word can come and I am sorry so. And then Supreme Court said the speaker is unconstitutional. And then or the reason ever abeka ho. And then and then the Washington Supreme Court akache. For our last word can home and yes sorry so.
Nada Ghana for as I say, in Nya Botre, because he says Supreme Court am way. But the American Ghana for say, come December 7th, it is time for us to reset and make sure the affairs of this country will be paramount. I didn't think America. Before me ba me, I'm catch and say they will make sure say the economy no. Ye jana force it no. Ombe kutemu kiti. See am no ka say 17.1 any achieve. Egusu dwane kidigidi. Omo chen ye bona na do dan kwane Akufo-Addo. Ene ye Vice President Dr. Bawumia. Omo catch and say they will arrest the dollar. Omo catch and say Kole Laguna in a tourist center. Omo catch and say they are not corrupt and they will never be corrupt. Omo catch and say Ghana nyina will be the cleanest city. Omo catch and say niema ekosi nyina no mo ba bibia betwa ba en senate en koko yesen en mole yesen en transport yesen en ye niema nketengete ankeba ye ho ayo ni na yesen me catch mo koko kra boyede me catch mo dokono boyede me catch mo omo mboto kra yesen Ghana omo jai say digitalization yati ase ye nyina nim say Ghana and I say you are seeing digitalization but the economy now kebema ye niema koyin et saying it Mr. Ghana for aben we fairly abysmally aben only hwe de Ghana aben wabon aben omwaye into the come December 7th we yanto amama NDC Mr. bebe ko bia no bebe flag no bebe umbrella bebe sa red sa green ne sa white no to man
na umbrella me na what woni umbrella brofo
eya chini nti Mr. Ghana for nyina ohun chini na bebe hu chini bia to man NDC na ye majority in parliament na se na be ya ye 11 be ye fi ho se na be ya ye betting tax be ye fi ho hwe o man na de ba yo si Dr. Bawumia nam esa campaign tie ni own party se obo be ye fi ho nti we dey che se aban we abon aban we ni hwe de Ghana it come December 7th umyenkai the former president any said them Kwaku Afenyo wo amasaman Mr. fast forward umyenkai honorable Tubazu Central Ayawaso ye kind of cry MPP one district one factory e be ni Central Ayawaso hospital be any $1 million be the cleanest city ko second important mu ho nyina efin pon Mr. parliamentarian no honorable Henry Cote oni hwede man Central Ayawaso mo yanto abanema honorable Tubazu NDC amanyo ko bi e wo the whole Ghana medamu nyina mase
Matthias ye da say NDC communicator me saka no eye Kwabnampon ono na anope otimi bae NPP ni ne de wentimi ama osro ebe no aye ye de besi ha me sorry see de na okua pimini de share the Diamond Sports no eba abeto aso midia ene mami ye bua chancellor Haja Davi ametifo ina a girlfriend mama monesha ogien enyado
Where you the mamu, aha, a light enterprise. I want so kind city light junction. You know, maybe I do mujuma tail light, headlight, front and back bumpers, front grill, down grill. There's also on side light neutral gators. There's on fog light and so. Either light na a spec light, a charger, a normal, a American type, a Japan type. China ni na ye we party now of the light enterprise we dey trauma say mo be ba aboso kan city light junction mo be hwehwe be light enterprise na mo ni ye dijuma tinia the one on person mo ntu duduo na mo ankasa mo nkoton so ye wo wholesale sakesi a ya fe mo ni o mama a ye de man ko fo mo person mo ntu na ɔmo nkɔtɔn yɛsan so yɛ delivery nationwide sɛ yɛ Prisiao ɛyɛ Kumasi ɛyɛ Takrade ɛyɛ North ɛyɛ Takwa ɛhɔ nyinaa yɛ delivery ma adeɛ bi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔmfa nspɛɛke wɔ kaa yɛhyɛ nim sɛ ɔne Benlight Enterprise ɛba abɛdi dwuma yɛwɔ special discount bi a yɛyɛ ama Diamond TV ahwɛfoɔ nyinaa nti wofrɛ yɛ numbers to na wokasa wofa yɛ number no wɔ Diamond TV a yɛwɔ special discount bi a yɛte so ma yɛhyɛ nim sɛ ɔne Benlight Enterprise ba abɛyɛ adwuma Benlight Enterprise your satisfaction is our priority.
Sɛ wopɛ Benlight Enterprise etwa kwan dia wo aboso kan City Light Junction honoma anaasɛ wobɛtumi afrɛ mpanyimfo ɛwɔ 0247 888591 and 0245 966 186 0599 640 186 and 0530 122 484. Benlight Enterprise Sebra na yen spec your car and farm.
Mera na mesa ma kwaba ogusu a wo hwe Diamond TV na ne guda sene aye no ende yellow card ehun komo na ye ba bedi na afi ya toto man ye football ne ye na afensi ahwe ni nyina be gina the senior team blasters won ensem na dodo na egusu kasatia dia players ne bi entimi amba performance ye make it this time round no nyama esoni ekura enfama ye mo ama ye football no entim ko ni titiu ewo national team no enso akate mebie phone lines no entem na enne niebe gina so kase captains amad na enne ya dane ayede ma Jordan Ayew aso se wo otiachi na hwese na dwumede ne ko na hwese na ne captainship ye dane na from Thomas Tepate ebedu kudu so amansem bibi na by ne coach atena sa kase wa tene captains amad no Adama Jordan Ayew after Sudan game reactions be cause so ama coach Kwesi Apia and Jordan Asia didn't come na nipa bebe na adwen ayo mo se bia na abrantendi Jordan complaining ada che aye coach Kwesi Apia say captain se na nam so ama ne performance went me make ebi so tire se de wi a emrante ne ball no na Jordan ni nye ho na won so adwen enso fa won say na coach enko tena se no na onfa ni players emra ye betime face your mind in Angola Friday na Tuesday ye na Niger our class sports stadium no coach say on it abranta ni Kudus akasa ama Kudus enya no wonte asa no anabe the second deputy captain adama the senior team blasters after say Thomas Tepate antimi amba na ye bisa na reason te Thomas amba o tire say ono de sa reason de this ye fair player na bisa say adenti na ono amba coach ekan chirens biem say ono na ma Thomas Tepate ntimi amba na Thomas person ko beba na abobo national team na so reason bi nti amana ni nyina no obaji ntemu ha won so be frɛ na watimi atewaje on yellow card and you really sounds so local press room our national team coach say more chance I want to make it our national team no I don't so coach team akasa goalkeepers I want our national team no your Lawrence Atisi go ho your Joseph Walokote ho your Frederick Asare goalkeepers three when nyina no ko boa keepers ni mu biara ni wa omunya goal apart from Lawrence Atisi one so what you tell saying also Lawrence Atisi ni performance no yeah animal I yes a boy my national team no your chances 7 qualify for AFCON 2025 our Morocco and as any chance and also now man better so never team at wadwon ho na anyuko we eneboa for Benlight at Somame Benlight se men kan tell nano pay to sumikana ban nchen awo ayabo so kan City Light Johnson a brand new light and up a home use light and up car bumpers be up piano to sumikana romonso our Benlight essence Benlight no le tuma ye ane piano obia de one dance say open kania papa padia remu our Benlight no 0247 888-591 now no rapen eni nkomo abo so kan City Lights Johnson na ontimi emwa mi amede dwede no e baba so na fe production team nyina abomati domidin ade dankwa Isaac Dakon shiame our Facebook live and Diamond TV G8 and afen so mi ankasa mi page dankwa Isaac Dakon channel no our YouTube Diamond TV won so betimi a subscribe na afen so no wa amaunyam sa omusa atimi akabi na bianso atimi adana kwanso na mametwa musima bi mra na afei yemfa captainship ne Jordan and Kudus na yenka omusem kakra mame komra sisia mo producer fa captainship na eto ma Jordan and Kudus na yenka sem kakra after say Thomas Tepate entimi make to the national team yen o man Sudan boy our Ghana ha ana coach at the captain's armband Emma Jordan Abranta Neni Kudus Mohammed ana Jordan oho ye po match we are transport stadium no Ghana yentimi ansebi Sudan so yentimi ansebi now akọ wiase no na ye pese coaches no anase coach otuado ban hu se afracha edu ba bia aya na ye wo mpanifo ye wo bia ne senia ne position and performance a ote our ni team and club na mo aba national team a ye coach wo ho dwedie na coach wo chance the captains. Now, Kudus I captain we from away and then home I call Sudan. Still, now Kudus and another captain's armband. After a ball match we our class posted. Yes, and Tofu share coach or to other and say, Coach, Jordan ho, Lawrence Atisi go ho. I hear then I read captain's armband and Kudus. And a coach chance on one kasa. Player or person about to soon for captains and another man. The captain man Kudus, Amane, home and away. Yen Sudan boy and who said Kudus captain a national team. Aye. For the second come here and they had my Friday. Yen on my Angola. I go see a kind of say your chance. I was say AFCON never call and not any chance. No man screen so no over to me friend so yenya ya tra adwen esa se person man Ghana football I bet me ye card so ni na coach akwotra se na obobo ni players and e be face o man dey ni je ani o man dey e Angola ana coach epe mu kan oni Kudus etimi akasa ana ka je Kudus se anyem wo hono ma je se osua na so obesua from penifo nchen na so saving penfo ntia ansa na bia wotima be perfect fane tu mamna me ne nkasa. Good morning, we didn't say no pay. Right. At the coach and the transfer and on the job we share a bubble place in our chest. Yeah, good morning, we didn't say no pay.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning, we didn't say no pay.
Yeah, friend, Mama.
Okay, Mammy Tiwa.
Me, my Jordan, we play on the pen but we drink for only answer. The football career not cut or the year. Set up on my end. Honestly, Jimmy Kino no attack for the captain. I don't know Jama would have the mini couldn't communicate in no money. Only answer about. My remember you done a cry because you had a respect and I'm the man about who gave you shoot that respect. We even answer. Who is senior player with you? The captain after this, after senior players, you know, what they are from our Yamana. I think I find Yabba, I set up a wide detail papa. Set up and I yell. Now your corner and Kuya, yes, you didn't swing at the market. Or you'll be only answer anything for you. My grandchild.
All right, Etina Era say, Naya to also Akasa captains once a year. And once a Brian Sudan ball, a transporter of Vienna. Coach Kosiapia and a Jordan Shire. Ushe first Yana, Jordan and a coach Kosiapia Casa just a yes, to say. Na Nipa Benso Casa say, performance in Uncle Ye, and now bet you say Captain Sam for money in it. And now Branton make performance our field and so. And then coach Umbotrasia, coach say what done captains no. And the captain Amman, Abma Abrantia. The thing Eddie Jordan are you? Right, good morning, we didn't say now because of Mamito Nano pay.
We didn't Christopher, but a dear what I could be a paqueta. But we didn't Christopher.
Producer Ambato, say Michelle Anthony cover years on cover camera me I bear me right. My Mamito
Christopher.
Okay, Mamito right Christopher.
Asuma pardon the kind of men again.
All right.
You see, I'm making a more account.
Okay.
Who say, any Jordan are you? Oko, Ubia, not the club team, Ubia,
sure.
This season, Jordan are you? We Leicester City.
Sure.
Shebob. Oka Leicester, I'm a player. I'm a penalty. I'm a key player. Jordan are you?
Sure.
Oba Ayasa. From key players. But Oba Ghana, captain, yeah, Yasamoja never party. Young, I'm captain if Yasamoja and I'm the man. We did. You see, a bad day on, and I see a new coach.
Sure.
New coach. And also the captain say,
okay.
Now the Ghana putting me say, do ever NK, right? Jordan and I will see the market. Again, I am from Jordan Edma. Any after man, yes,
okay. Here I say. I did not make so because I said, and they coach, I just said, what done it? I'm banano. Adam will for good one within his hand now because of Mammy to none of pay. Hello? Hello? Okay. And then someone said, Jordan, Ebo Amandana, now say, Coach Otuado, and Assessor. And said, Thomas Tepate, one ma. Chelsea, any Arsenal boy, no, not Thomas Tepate, above full 90 minutes. No, Jim. Good morning. August of Mamito Nano pay.
Good morning.
Yeah, we didn't say August of Mamito Nano pay. Okay, Mammy Tiwe. Okay. Etina and they Osha, I set up Edma Jordan and now say, quote episode Jordan who say enable onoma eso nya botre our team nim. He say you Fred the day are you game to the national team. Right, good morning. We didn't say like of Mama Tio Nano play. Hello? Hello? Right. At the coach, assistant the captains, you know, and so said Jordan Ebo Amban na any Angola on Friday. A man you one coach. Now I set up Adama Jordan and now say coach this one taking no decision a year. I bet one national team no. You were chances say bet one qualify for AFCON 2025 and you got any chance. Right, good morning. We didn't say like as a you and the Granite. Okay, Mammy Tio.
Because of Ghana, Rasta and
okay, Mammy Tio.
Yeah, also foreign players and so Mutumayo, the Argentina and Kayanfa local based players in the more than foreign players now. And for more match and now. For a foreign based players because I'm on money almost and they are coming to play for money, but they are not thinking about the nation. Then Kabayanka, you should forget the foreign players and look at the local based players. And moment I'm a brother and I can say foreign based players now.
Yeah, that's it. We don't know, maybe see and check you in Bessie. Now, Sir Captains wants them, you be doing come on. Coach. And maybe said local players and I say from but national team ma omunya chances. Obatena bench sa ko say ebopon. Ana coach eka sa asem weche yentie ntema coach eka fa local players and yentie omunya chances. Our national team no yenko tie mra na afei simaka krabi na mefa dwede nyanso ensi yenko tie coach emfa local players no mra na yewie so police asambo keepers no Lawrence Atizigi at the poma. Na nipa bebe na supporters na ebie mu hyehyewon Joseph Walcott onya binna Fred Kasar from Kotoko ono so onya binna. Good morning, we didn't say na Gaza from Mamite na no pay. Yeah, hello. About your low TV set na volume kakra am na ye ni ho komo kakra. Anti producer ye ntie coach afa goalkeepers and afa so local players omunya chances our national team yenko tie bimra.
I'm very, very sorry. Because we can also talk about 50 other players which are not being called. And if we start with this, I have to go in the next one to answer, and this and that and this one. It's very, very difficult to control. You know, we can talk about 50 other players, not only goalkeepers. We can talk about so many players which are maybe doing well or whatever, and it's very, very difficult. So I'm very, very sorry for that. Yeah? Don't take it personal, but I can't go on this question. Okay, let's talk about the goalkeepers which are there. And did you see their performance? This is my question to you. Do you see Woloko's performance, Ziki's performance at the clubs, and also Nuruddin's performance? This is my question. Yes or no?
Yes, I saw that before.
You saw them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're still asking me?
Yes. I still go back.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, your mind Ghana before fro. Yeah, transfer Friday, Ghana ni Angola wakobo. Na maybe say your chances and any chances. Good man, we didn't say na kata fi Mamite na no pay.
Oh, okay, we did the Gabriel. Masamba Gabriel Abubushi, Masamba Gabriel.
Okay, Mamite is not
na falling players no no mo kukwasa. Look at Atizigi. Now you can compare Frederick Kasari to Atizigi, and if your performance, Frederick Kasari performance in Atizigi is better than Atizigi, but in terms of ball or falling. But I say Frederick Kasari the nation. Omudi omane kuma di agro keke.
Pia, that's it. Mini that's it. Mami fancy na nietia local players na enya chances our national team no. Next week, Siame, Merebetuja. Next week, Siame, local press in the entire from Omunya chance more. I will throw the national team. No, you better one next week. Now, what me afraid. Me at the Danko Isaac Dako, Quapaman this year. Sabe, Medina SC Edmond Nano pay no quada na Canasian. And you could be a boy, a Belite, Diamond Ground Travel and Tour. passport any birth set today or be dan ya be boa amansa atimi aka be hwe se bibia nso be koye kama pa adama ye tabora number 5 enti no odu pepa ura your office a hwe Diamond TV obi abetro na afi yetimi aboa hwe amanko atwetwe no so na on site mi aka birth set and afi passport o pasase a ne nyina nso Diamond Grand Real Estate asase no asoda ho nsu ne ye enwe atine nkotena dan echi ensu pasase bi to asase no oto nso a wato bebi a hoye amanso bi ne so eno ne Diamond Grand Travel and Tonic afi Diamond Grand Real Estate na yetimi aboa ma bia nso yetimi akoye Ben Light home use and a brand new light and a pair car bumpers bia piano dog glass na obetimi aboa awansa atimi akabe hwe na ti kwan awo aboso kan City Johnson mefa erin chekase ama munyina mo amohwe me mo nso send message live on Facebook nya me da munya nso ase nyame aduma da mo nkase so be sen hia bye bye.